That's true. That is true.
There we go. We're live, as far as I know.
Oh, yes, we are.
I can't wait to have to change the character tiles after like one session because we're level 1.
Okay, let's get rolling. Hello, everyone, or no one at all. Welcome to Minor Illusion and our 5th edition D&D campaign, not in the magical and dangerous world of Eretz Nakash, but instead in the magical and dangerous world of the Forgotten Realms. We are doing session 1 of Lost Mine of Phandelver tonight. And last time we rolled up characters, learned a little bit about the game. So tonight we are going to get going. We have new players. We have not so new players. We have not so new DM, but really new to all of us is this adventure. I have never run this adventure. They have never played this adventure. They have never played D&D. So this is all brand spanking new to all of us in one way or another. Before we get started, just a couple of shout-outs. Of course, Wizards of the Coast for the game, D&D. Minis, most of our minis are WizKids, painted with Vallejo paints. What else? Oh, the music. The music in the intro, the music during the session, which I should probably get going right now, is Critical Roles. Welcome to Tal'Dorei and welcome to Wildemount. So hats off to Critical Role for allowing folks like us to use their music. We appreciate it very much. I think that's most of what I have to say. Welcome in anybody in chat. There are a lot of commands to play with, and they are actually working tonight. No, I've tested them. So, the fix from TCAT last week holds true. So, are we ready to play D&D?
Sure. Yeah. Game on.
All right. We're going to do a little intro, a little setting here, and then I'm going to give you all a chance to remind each other of, and our thousands of viewers, who you are, your character, and you know, what class you are, race you are, etc., and all that. And so you'll have a little introduction time just to remind us all. And actually, okay, so, and I'm gonna ask you a question too that I need a particular stat from a couple of you. So I'll get to that at that point. So as I said, we're in the Forgotten Realms, which to varying degrees you all are either familiar or unfamiliar with. Let me start us off with a little bit of a setting here. In the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandalin. Several days' travel southeast of the city is where Phandalin lies. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions in Phandalin, a trading post in that village there, and that's where you're to take them. He then set out ahead of you on horseback, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter. So if you're taking notes, the one who hired you was a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker, and he has an escort, a warrior named Sildar Hallwinter. And Gundren claimed that he needed to arrive early to take care of business, so he took off before you. You've spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribor Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So, you were hired to bring these provisions to Phandalin, and you've been traveling for a few days. You've traveled down the high road, and I will have a map to show you in just a second, just to give you an orientation of where you are, where you were, where you are are, where you're going, and you have turned off of the high road onto the Tribor Trail. What are you smiling about?
You didn't tell me you were playing this one. I DM'd this one.
You DM'd it.
Yeah, with Backhand Ketsia.
Oh, that's right. That's
Probably not
right.
open them.
But you didn't get very far in it.
No.
But you read a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Wipe your memory.
Never does.
I cast Feeble Mind. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
we have an inside scoop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so we do have one who's a little bit familiar with this, as it turns out. All right. You forget everything you know or you think you know.
Alrighty.
The first rule of Lost Mine of Phandalin is that we don't talk about Lost Mine of Phandalin. So,
There's a mine. Sweet.
I need your passive perception. I need to know that number for Tempi and Clarimond.
So that's passive wisdom perception?
Yes. Yep.
12.
12. Okay.
Sure you don't want that
14.
person that actually has passive perception.
I already got yours because I had your sheets here.
Let me hear.
Yeah, I got
Oh, you got that.
your yeah. So that's no problem. I just need to have this visible to me at all times.
Oh my. Lots of perception happening.
That's right.
Well, yeah,
That's right.
we have to proceed.
Or lack thereof.
Right. I vote we just toss the halfling in wherever we come to. We just
Treat the
toss-
halfling as the tank.
Toss
That's
the
way to do it.
halfling in there.
All right, sure. I don't think I'm gonna be a very good tank.
Well, you're not tanking. We're just seeing what's in there.
Did one of you text
that's
the
true.
other group and let them know we're live? Just send it out real quick.
Punch you into the room.
Okay.
Just shove me in.
So let's go ahead and
Rude.
remind. Just say who your character is, your character's name, race, and class, and anything else you want to say about. Is there anything you want to say about them? What weapons they carry, what they look like, whatever. Just give introductions to each other, and again
I can go first.
to our multitude of fans,
Okay.
devotees.
I'll go.
Respect your elders.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm playing a human sorcerer. His name is Haldrid, and he is kind of a dark-skinned, long black hair. Wears a black cloak, kind of a little mysterious, but looks like kind of toughened, you know.
Leathery skin. Words are hard.
Leathery.
Yeah, just like looks like he's been out in the wild, like a lot.
Like in the dunes or in the jungle?
Out.
Okay.
In the sun.
Well traveled.
Well
Wow,
traveled.
he's lived
I
his
like
life.
how you have like descriptions of the person.
I just made that up.
I
Right now.
drew mine, but I obviously did not take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, that's me. I said Haldrid.
Welcome in, Tom.
They're also up on the screen. The
Yeah.
names.
The tiles there, but they're a long ways away from
Yeah, I
us.
can't see
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I
read that.
can't.
You can't read that?
No.
No, I don't have I can only read it because I know what it says already. But yeah.
What tiles are you talking about?
Over on to the left of where the camera is on us, there
Yeah.
we'll see the heart. That's
Yeah.
the hit points
Yeah.
for Haldrid right there.
Oh,
And then
okay.
in a moment it will change to whoever is next in the order.
Okay, who's next in the order?
You're blue.
There it is.
Okay.
All right. It changed to you.
That's
It
good.
changed to you. Why don't you tell us who you are?
It's like here.
I'm a wood elf cleric named Nakiasha.
Okay. Wood Elf Cleric.
I look like a soldier.
All right.
Yes.
Anything else we need to know about you?
Like,
Nope.
like what's her smack from the Star Wars series?
What?
No, just give me a second here. From the Mandalorian.
I
what's
know
her
what
name?
you're talking about.
Ahsoka?
No,
No,
MMA fighter.
Oh, her. Yeah, she's
What's her
cool.
name?
I can think
I
of her.
don't remember.
Can't think of what her name was.
Cara?
I think that's
Cara
right.
Dune?
Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Huge shoulders.
Yeah, she's very tough.
She's
Here you go, Warrior Cleric.
warrior cleric. Okay, I got it.
All right.
So I am Clarimond. I am a halfling rogue. I am short, old, and mad about it.
You haven't aged well.
I have. I'm just
Okay.
No.
really upset about everything.
Hasn't aged well.
Is Isn't that the definition of has an age?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I'm not mad necessarily about being old. I'm just mad at everything else.
A halfling with an attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Halfling with an attitude.
Just gonna stab you.
Okay. And you have marbles.
I have
You have
marbles.
1,000 marbles.
I have 1,000
That's
marbles, and I'm pumped about it.
Two most important items in the inventory
Ball
list, I
bearings.
think.
Ball
Ball
bearings.
bearings and caltrips.
I don't think we have any, do we?
Not caltrops, but ball bearings.
We have ball bearings.
We have ball bearings.
Rats. I have to stop by the store and pick some up.
Do they have, like, a convenience
all right.
store?
My character is Tempi. I'm a dragonborn monk who's hermit and doesn't like clothes because they're itchy.
And
What color Dragonborn?
I think I know.
Oh, I'm bronze.
Yeah,
so
that's right. I was gonna
lightning.
Bronze Dragonborn. All right. All right. Do not mistake his scales for coins.
Yes, please. That hurts.
Actually, we could though, and then we'd make some money.
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
hey now.
There's
go
no
for you. and
there is
your
no
sleep.
bronze currency in the Forgotten Realms.
Mm.
Wait, there's
So
not?
you're safe.
I'm safe.
Not bronze.
No.
No.
Copper.
Oh, that's kind of different.
It is very different. Doesn't look anything like bronze. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you say.
Copper and tin.
Copper and tin.
It's bronze symbols.
Yeah.
It's a blend of copper and tin. All right. Let's, for nothing, this does not need to be on the camera right now, but so you're on a, well, here, let me read this and then we'll figure out something here. Okay, so remember you came down the high, oh, I was going to show you this map. Make sure I'm showing you the right map. No secrets on this map? No secrets on this map. This you can
yay.
put. You can bring that camera over and get that on there. That might be kind of fun. Careful.
Probably won't be able to see it, to be honest. But
Okay.
Oh, yo. Okay.
it's not on the screen.
I will. I got it. I got it right here.
I'm looking.
This is where we're starting
Yeah,
from.
Neverwinter. Yeah.
And we're
And
trying
you
to
headed
get
down
to-
the high road. And you've just turned east on the Tribor Trail.
This one right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this over here? That looks like fun.
Yeah, that's
No.
Phandalin. That's where
And
we're
so
going.
all the little,
Is there a
you know, the names of the forests, the mountain ranges, and all that. These are all things you're moderately familiar with. Your characters are, even if you aren't. You know that north of Neverwinter, the next city is called Luskan. So, which from certain novels all should be familiar to you. And so you know the general layout of this. So I have no issue with giving you this map. You just kind of know that this is what is in this region of the Forgotten Realms.
We're pretty smart cookies. We
Oh
can
yeah,
figure it out.
absolutely.
Okay.
Resourceful. Okay. So, you've been on the Tribor Trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot. Actually, before I read this, I want you to give me. So you're on a cart that is driven by 2 oxen. Okay. So someone is driving the cart, and it doesn't matter who. You don't need to roll for this. Just in general, how are you positioned as you're traveling? And the oxen aren't fast, by the way. It's not like you could stride alongside them along the way. But who's driving the cart? Let's just start with that. Who would be driving the cart with these supplies? Anybody feel particularly
Who's good at
compelled?
animal handling?
I don't know.
I've got 2 in animal handling.
Only got one.
I mean, it's fine, but this is not like a complex.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm driving the cart.
I'm
Okay.
taking a nap.
Okay.
Dead
You're on the bags of flour or something
weight.
like that.
Yes,
Take-
I
taking
am
a nap.
actually.
Okay,
Okay.
good weight.
You're
Yes.
gonna shove me?
Okay, so
into-
Tempi is driving the cart. I'm going to try to use your names as much as I can so
Okay.
that I can get them in my mind. You're sacked out on sacks of flour.
Walking alongside, probably.
Okay, same with you. Okay, striding along either side. Okay. So as you round a bend, you spot 2 dead horses in the road.
Oh, rats.
Oh, that sucks.
And they're sprawled out about 50 feet ahead of you. They're blocking the path. Each has, from here, you can see that there are shafts sticking out of them with black feathers on them, arrows. And at this point in the trail, there are woods around. You're not in that forest, but there are still woods and groves and stuff like that, and it kind of presses in on either side, and there are steep embankments and dense thickets on either side here as well. And actually,
Oh,
Boy.
That's a big map.
it is a big map.
that is a big map. Okay.
So let's lay this out on the table.
Oh,
Let's get most of it up at this end. And it
You need
doesn't.
to go further away.
Huh?
You need to move it out.
No, it doesn't need to be. Well,
There's
it's
a bunch of stuff here.
it's not gonna matter.
Oh, alright.
You can just pull your stuff up on top of the map.
Okay.
it's beautiful.
Cover everything.
That's fine paper. Fine paper.
Okay, so let's straighten out the map there at your end. I want to call you Nix, but you're not Nix in this game. So, and bring the camera up to that spot right here. Look at the screen so you can see what's there. Yeah. So I don't have good minis for horses. I wish I had gone and gotten just something like a $1 bag of random farm animals or something like that. But there are 2 horses right there at the narrow part, and nor do I have a cart. But now technically you're not that close. I told you this, you're 50 feet away. Each square on that is 10 feet. Okay? So you 2 know that when we use battle maps, we have 5-foot squares.
Yeah.
So for this, if you were to move, you just need to imagine a quarter of a square, right? And that's what you move every 5 feet. Okay? I didn't take the time to draw the 5-foot lines in
Okay.
this. So up there, you have a couple horses lying in the road. And, well, I'll just leave it at that. What would you like to do?
Well,
I'm awake.
Are you actually though?
I'm mad about it, but yes.
I've stopped the cart.
Awesome.
Can we see the arrows lodged in the horses? Does it look like they came from any specific angle? Like from one side of the road? Because if you shot from one side, right, they'd hit the side.
There, let's see. Why don't you roll for me? This is not about your perception. This is about
My intelligence.
not necessarily.
My charisma.
It's just
You're
roll.
gonna
straight-
woo it into having
No,
come from one
you're
side of the road.
you're rolling for a random decision I'm going to make right now. So, well, I'm not making a decision. It's random. So
Roll.
roll a d6. I need you to roll it twice. So what's the first number?
3,
Okay.
1.
Okay. So they are both lying on their right sides, okay, with heads that way, okay, heads to the east, and the arrows are coming out of each. Did you save the rings on all the minis? Okay, and the arrows are sticking out of those sides, and you cannot see whether anything's sticking out of the other side as they're
So potentially from this side is where the shots might have come from.
possibly. It would make sense if
Can we
the
look up
evidence
into
you're
those
seeing.
trees and see if we can see anything?
Yep. You can. So you've pulled that you've stopped the oxen. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you all make perception checks for me, please?
Which one do we roll for that? 20?
Anytime. Yeah. So just use your 20 whenever there's a check on this one. Look at your perception score and add your bonus to it.
Which is will be over here somewhere. Found it. All right, I got 9.
Wow.
Do math.
17.
17?
9. I am not.
I just want to say that I got a nat 20, so 26.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa,
I got
smokes.
20.
Nice.
20? Okay. While you, Clarimond, are grumbling about having come to a stop,
She's
and
also just woken up.
I've
yeah,
also just woken up. I'm blind. You know. Oh,
complaining that you're not there yet. You thought maybe by the time you woke up, you'd actually be there and you wouldn't have to be on this accursed cart any longer and just get your 10 gold pieces.
Yeah.
You don't see anything because you're just kind of getting the cobwebs out of your mind as you come to. You said you had what?
20.
And you had 26, and you had
17.
okay. You think that you see movement behind one of these trees
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay.
You two see some sort of small humanoid duck behind
Game on.
a couple of tree trunks. Yeah, in that area. That's what you see. That it doesn't mean that's all. That's but you definitely see something. There appears to be something hiding in the trees and in the thickets there.
Certainly more than one. I'm voting we send the halfling in.
All right.
Sneak in there and tell us what's back in the woods.
I'll sneak in there. Can I do that?
We're not really. We don't have trees around us. That's pretty.
I'm
Sneaky.
very
Okay.
sneaky.
No, she can't.
All right.
She can't just sneak over there.
I'm also short.
Okay, so you are peeling off and starting to move in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so move
Is
your.
that a possibility? Is
Wait,
that a good
how many
idea?
can I move?
I don't know. I've never played this game.
Just
I'm
you can
going
just
on
start
my-
moving. Just move her 10, 20 feet. Remember that one of those squares is 10 feet. So
So you'd be like 5, 10, 15,
yep,
20.
yep. Okay.
Alright.
About there.
That I'm done.
What's your armor class?
15.
15.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Man, I can't believe you.
Unbelievable.
Can't
Okay.
You can't just go stealthy mode.
So
here.
you get to that point, and all of a sudden, an arrow just shoots right by your head.
Ooh.
Just misses you.
Oh,
Awesome.
you're not very sneaky.
And then another one on the other side of you. And then another one sticks in the ground right at your feet.
Good grief.
That's a lot. That's a lot of arrows.
But then another one hits you in the leg.
Oh.
Ow, dang.
And you take, let me find it.
I need a
Nothing to write with.
yeah. I have a
And you
pencil.
take 4 points of damage.
Oh,
from this.
gross. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Most wouldn't be,
No.
honestly. Now, as the one falls short and sticks in the ground in front of you, it's very clear to you that it has the same black feathers as the ones in the horses. And what I would like everyone to do right now is roll initiative.
Oh,
Well, I
Frank
dig
is
out
big.
an empty initiative sheet, which I forgot to prepare
That's
before.
20 side dice.
Yeah. What did you get? Oh. Well, I'm also closer to him, so I'm gonna.
You got 22.
Wow.
You got 18.
I got 22.
Oh, nice. What do we add to this?
Initiative, which will be right next to your armor class.
Okay.
And while I put on some more appropriate music.
Oh, I know, because we were jauntily
Yeah.
going along.
Yeah,
I was taking a
everything was
nap,
nice for a
man.
moment.
I was taking a nap.
Sorry, I thought you could sneak over there.
I know, me
You
too.
were shot in the leg.
I got shot.
Well, no. You put down a horse when it gets shot in the leg.
You are so mean to me.
Okay.
There's a reason we don't get along.
Initiative rolls.
15.
Okay, and you added your initiative bonus to it, right? Okay.
22.
22. Nice
Yeah,
roll.
it was good.
That's not loud enough.
I'm upset that they
10.
shot me.
10. Very nice.
Mhm.
I have to remember names here. Okay.
They shot me, Dad. This is not okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
Haldrid.
16. Yeah, 16.
You did dodge 3.
I
that
did
is-
dodge 3,
that's-
which is
that's
pretty
quality
alright.
right there.
That's pretty alright.
Okay, So, Clarimond, you are up first. That's appropriate given where you are. And Haldrid, you will be on deck. And so, what you were able to see here, because while you didn't see this before, you started up and you saw movement behind these trees here. Now, I am using these because I don't have any painted of what these really are. But what you see, step out, and then really what you more see is step back after the arrows start flying. You know there have to be 4, even if you didn't see them all. Somewhere up in here, you know there are 4 goblins. And you all know goblins when you see them. These minis are kobolds, but there you go. Can you adjust the camera, please? Well, just
Do you want them to be able to see us?
just to see something more than yeah. Just as best you can, because you guys aren't really engaged right now. But
We're chilling. And by chilling, I mean my leg is bleeding and
there
I'm
we go.
bleeding.
You were peeved in the cart.
It's like 92%
Okay.
of my character.
So you are up right now. You know they're there, but you don't see any of them right now because they've shot and then ducked back behind for cover. So you're about. Remember, diagonally, you can move diagonally. I will say this escarpment there is going to be difficult terrain to move that space. Okay, so that would be
Extra 5.
Yeah.
like moving on the diagonal there really would be 2 squares of difficult terrain because it's in both squares just to clamber up it. So just to help with movement there, but you are free to do.
How far can my ox run?
Your oxen are just still yoked to the cart and they're just sitting there.
Do we need them?
They're just
Can I use them?
To do
to
what?
do what? You could slice them up and grill them,
No.
but they are not war animals. They're not.
They're-
You can't drive them up the embankment and set them on fire
no.
and hope they run at them flaming.
Oh, I was,
They are slow, not very intelligent
You're up
animals.
first, though.
I am at
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
which means I have to do a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to move kind of around this embankment. Can
Okay.
you scooch me?
10,
I can move
Hit the
25.
diagonal,
10,
yeah.
20, 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Now, I want to tell you one thing, just so you're aware of it. When you, so that's your movement, and then you have an action. There are lots of things you can do for an action. Right now, you don't have a visible target, but one of the things you can do as an action is called a dodge action, which basically gives you a defensive posture and makes any attacks against you have to roll with disadvantage.
let's do that because I can't see them to shoot at them yet.
Right.
I'd like to see them to shoot at them. I can't.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so 25 feet, take the defensive posture. That brings us to Haldrid with Tempi on deck.
Let's see. Is this like a hill of some sort?
Yeah, it's like a steep embankment.
Like, could I hide underneath it, kind of?
Yeah, you could. That would be cover if you duck behind it. Yes. But you saw at least where a couple of them were, but you don't see them now. You know they've just ducked in for cover.
Mm-hmm.
can you napalm the woods? Oh my gosh. He's a sorcerer.
That's true. Yeah, can you light the woods on fire? I had
5, 10,
considered that.
15, 20,
Right?
25, like 30 up to here,
Yeah.
basically. And then, like, hide behind it.
We don't want to
Okay.
burn the forest?
And I guess I'd
Okay.
take the dodge action at this point, probably.
Okay.
Oh, we played this one again.
So are you?
I didn't play it. I
Yeah,
loved
are
it.
you-
Can I do, like,
Even
3/4
better.
cover and, like, have vision?
Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't know if you said hide. I don't know if you mean the hide action
No,
or.
no, like duck down behind them.
Okay.
But maybe not fully duck down, like partially duck down, where I can still like take 3/4 cover, for example.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. If you yes, you would have 3/4 cover. If you still want to be up enough to see,
Yeah.
then you could have 3/4 cover. Yeah. Okay. Very good. That's it for you.
I guess I'll just hold acid splash.
Okay.
As an action.
What's the range on that? Just
60. Actually, wait, can I hold magic this time? I can, right?
you can. It holds for a turn,
But
and
it's
now
a
that
cantrip,
one
so-
won't burn a spell slot. So
60 feet range on that. So
Okay.
I'll hold that until I see anything.
okay. So this is another thing. Good reminder here. So one of the things you can do. So I should have told you this too, and I'll let you retcon this if you want to. Another thing you can do is hold an action, which would mean this. You basically ready an attack of some sort, and what you have to do is tell me what your attack is and what the trigger is, so that if it happens, then you will so it could be their turn, and if the trigger you tell me happens, then you actually get your action on their turn. So, but you would have to do that instead of the dodge action. So, for instance,
What does
you
dodge
could-
give you as an armor class?
it just
Oh, it's
attacks with
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Just disadvantage.
So what is your ranged weapon? You have a crossbow or
I
short
have
bow?
a short bow, which is 80,
Yeah.
320.
So you know that they're within that range. You just can't see them. So what you could do instead of dodge, if you want, is hold an action. Hold shooting with your short bow. Did you say crossbow or short bow? I just
Short bow.
Short bow. So you could hold an action, hold an attack with your short bow, and tell me that as soon as I see one of them step out from the tree, I'm firing.
Yeah.
Assuming they're going to take another shot, then if they step out to do that, as soon as you see one of them, you're shooting it, and then that would activate on their turn if that happens.
Yeah. I think I.
You want to do that instead of dodge?
I think I would like to do that.
Okay, very good. So you're holding that action. Just keep that in mind and be ready to remind me of that if it comes into play. Okay, let's see, did we completed your turn or not? Or you're going to hold
Yeah,
acid
I'm holding
splash,
acid splash.
and that's it? Okay, so that brings us to
Absolutely
Tempi.
write it
Okay. Guess then I'm going to move up to the embankment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were like here, right?
Yep.
It'd be 5 for diagonal here, 10 for diagonal here, 15 for diagonal there. So 15 is up to here.
15. Yeah.
And then you have 30 here.
I have 30. Yeah.
So the diagonal here takes 2 of your 5, so it'd be 10 feet more to move here,
I would just get up the embankment, right?
basically, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to hang out here, and take cover.
Okay.
You could also you could move up the embankment and then hold the dodge action.
Or
take the
hold
dodge
an
action.
attack. You can hold an action, an attack, if you have a ranged or something like that.
I do. I have darts. Which are
Or you could also just take the dodge action, and attacks against you would have
For
disadvantage.
you want to use all your movement if you're trying to get to them.
okay. I'm gonna get up here get up there. I'm gonna take an action of throwing my darts.
Okay, so you're holding that.
Which
Holding
is
a dart
20.
action. 20 would be, so you're about like right here, so it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, like in this range, like right here.
Okay. So if I see him, I would throw a dart.
Okay, so we have 2 held actions there.
Yep.
Okay,
I have a real quick question about the ranged weapons.
sure. Yep.
Can I go and get my arrows, or when I shoot them, are they gone forever?
After
So
that,
I rule that pretty graciously. In this case, where you're shooting into thickets like that, hitting a target, easy to retrieve your arrow. Missing your target, it depends. It depends.
Alright.
But in general, I'm pretty lenient on arrow inventories. So,
Fantabulous.
yeah.
Dad said that if I shot them, I was never getting them back.
Well, if for instance, if you shot and rolled a 1, a natural 1,
Yeah.
that arrow's probably gone.
It either
But-
pointed right at my feet
but-
or
but-
went.
But playing realistically too, have you ever shot a bow and arrow like in your backyard?
Mhm.
You know how they shoot and they just like dig it. It can be a freshly mowed lawn and they just dig in and it can take forever to find an arrow. So shooting into thickets like that, just make sure you hit.
All right. I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm good at my job.
Okay.
All right. This brings us to Los Goblins.
Oh, because you rolled a not a good number.
Yeah, their initiative was a bit better than our clerics. So, and indeed, you see. They actually determine this randomly. Okay.
Right when it was getting exciting. Oh,
Sorry.
we're back. We're back.
actually
Nobody,
can't
nobody
see them.
panic.
Or wait, can you see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
You can see them.
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the wrong scene, but nothing happened.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see one step out there, one step out here, and you see this one step out here. So you've got a bead on two of them. You see this one clearly step out from behind this tree. So before anything happens with them, in order of initiative, you get your attack first. So go ahead and roll. hit?
Fabulous.
You gotta roll 20 first.
Oh, yep.
I don't usually have the mouse back here with me, and then I just accidentally bumped it.
Alright, so 13.
Don't you? Do you add?
As your attack bonus.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Which is the 6, right?
Yes.
yep.
So 13 and 6 makes 19.
19. Okay, well that hits.
Yeah. Roll the 4 thing.
Okay, roll something big and knock them out. These are weak like kobolds.
I got a
You roll a one.
What's your
Okay,
damage?
that's just on damage, but what's your damage bonus? Probably 5, 3,
4, so it's 5.
4. Okay, so you got 5 points of damage
Yep.
on that one. Okay. All right, so you fire off an arrow, and it buries fairly deep into its abdomen, and it looks hurt. It's still up, but it looks hurt.
Okay.
All right, and then you have a dart.
I have a dart.
And what's your range?
20, 60.
5, 10, 15. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. It's just in your range, so
Yes.
you don't have to roll with disadvantage.
Okay. 14 plus
It's
5.
your first number.
Oh, gotcha.
On the-
5.
Which one's dark? The second one.
5. So 19.
19. That is a hit too. Go ahead and roll damage.
3 plus 3, 6.
6 points of damage. Okay. That one. So that dart, you fire it or throw it with such accuracy, you actually see it buried underneath one of its eyes, and it looks like it's reeling and barely staying upright from that. Okay, with that said,
I'm just gonna skip the acid splash. Or...
oh, I forgot you were holding acid splash. Sorry. Well, now your distance away made me forget that. Go ahead, acid splash. Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. On which one? Okay.
DC 14.
That is a 6.
So no. 5 acid damage to it.
5 acid damage. All right.
Does it keep damaging afterward?
No, unfortunately not.
And you see its skin just start to sizzle and smoke a little bit as this bubble of acid pops and just coats it. And so you've got 3 of them that are hurting really badly right now. Okay, their turns. So this one, I'm just going to go in order this way. That one is firing at you, but given what just happened to it, I'm going to make it roll with disadvantage.
Well, it might be more sense just to, like, I probably just have half cover, right? Because I'm behind the...
Oh,
That's true. Let me think about a reasonable target here then, because actually
Well, I'm
that's...
saying it still makes sense to shoot at me, but, like, doesn't it, like...
it has further disadvantage.
It shouldn't have disadvantage on the attack roll. It should just have, like, maybe it's half cover for me. which is like.
Well, no. I forgot that you actually have cover. My point. What I'm thinking is, what's the obvious target?
Me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm standing up on the hill.
And it does attack. I rolled for it. It does try to shoot at you,
Tries real hard.
and it misses. And
Yes.
the other one that popped out there is going to also take a shot at you. It does not have disadvantage, but that's a really bad roll, so that doesn't hit. It just soars over your head.
Yes.
And then this one over here is going to fire at you, Clarimond.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm not thrilled about that.
Disadvantage because of...
No, she did dodge.
Huh? No, because of the damage. That's...
Is that actually a thing?
It's a thing I'm doing. I'm playing it realistically because of the amount of damage. We're not dealing with a lot of hit points here, and but it didn't matter because the rolls, there wasn't even a good roll in that, so it would have missed anyway.
I'm glad
Now-
you're still with us.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't want to have
The-
to run over and give you a magic band-aid.
Thanks. Yeah, they're just supposed to be
So those three attacks come
The
out.
cleric.
Oh.
These arrows fly out and they all miss. The other thing that happens at the same time is you wouldn't notice this because of your distance away, but those of you, and your passive is what?
11.
It's questionable whether, but you two would notice this and could easily say something about it if you want. You hear the sounds of something rapidly moving through the thickets away from you.
I like that. I like that noise. I'm gonna tell him that. 'Cause
Okay.
Like it's running this way?
You just hear there's a lot of underbrush here, so it's the sounds of something moving through bushes and thickets, and that is very obvious that you hear it, and it's very obvious that it's moving away from you. You don't know exactly what its trajectory is, but it's definitely moving away from you.
Awesome.
Something seems to be skedaddling.
We love that. I love it when things
They're
like
running
that.
away.
It's not necessarily a good thing.
It's
No.
Because they could go.
Usually
tell
that means something
other-
bigger is
Yeah.
coming.
That's true, but they're not actively shooting.
Okay.
Therefore, it's a great day.
And then the others, they have shot and kind of ducked in, and you.
What about the fourth dude here?
One of them died.
Or is he the one
We
that
heard someone
scurried
running
away?
away.
Oh, and he hasn't come out yet again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The other. Okay. So the other ones seem to duck behind, and it seems like you just hear one evidence of one
One went
running
away.
away. Yeah.
Okay.
Which brings us now to Nakiasha.
So I have enough space to get right here.
Okay.
Okay, Naki. You lob something over the wall.
Just.
A holy
No.
hand grenade? Of Antioch?
Oh.
So you don't have a bead on any of them. You don't
Yeah.
see any of them right now. Well, actually, I'll actually give you. Why don't you roll?
Wait, really? Or did they already duck? They ducked back in.
They duck back in, but let's see how well they do it. I'm gonna roll your perception against their stealth here.
No.
You have really high perception, though.
But you rolled really bad.
Okay,
11.
11. You actually see that one at that end.
This one?
Wait.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Is that within a 60-foot?
You can just there's
Yeah.
just
Yes.
a part of it. It's like it kind of ducked behind the tree for cover, but you can see its shoulders sticking out on one side.
Okay,
Yes, she's
Then
whipping
it
out
has
the
to make a dexterity save.
A dex save.
holy hand grenade. Antioch.
Oh
Uh-oh.
yeah, baby.
That is a 15.
Has to beat myself.
Yeah, it beat it.
Okay. So does anything happen? What did you do?
No, it's Sacred Flame.
No.
Oh, Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Flame,
Okay. All right. So no effect on it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is the end of round 1. That brings us to the top. So we're back at Clarimond.
All right. Can I?
And you have seen this one duck in behind it. It's still kind of showing out, but it has actually ducked in a little bit. Yeah.
Cool. So I can only see this man.
You can't see
You
it.
saw that it ducked behind that tree. It has taken cover. You know it's there, but you cannot currently see it. 1, 2, 3. So you could move 1, 2, 3, 4. You could get to it with this movement. It's within your 25 feet of movement to get in there where you think it is. If you want to engage
Would
it.
you hurt?
About the rapier.
Yeah, but I've got a boo-boo.
Yep.
I don't know that I want to be close to it.
Okay.
Can I hold another shooting at it
Yes.
action? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna hold that.
Okay.
You could move this way towards the healer, just in case.
Yes.
Right?
I could do that. Can I?
You're moving.
So for
wiggle me back
you want
just
on
a
the top or
little.
bottom?
On the bottom.
So for you,
Well,
do you
no.
want to maintain eyesight? Do you want to maintain?
Yes.
So that
Yeah, I
that
should-
embankment for a halfling,
Oh.
This is like.
yeah, you're not going to be able to go very far before you can't see over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am because
Okay.
I can see what's happening.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Which
So
is,
and holding another bow shot, right?
yes.
All right. Haldrid, you up?
Don't see anything.
Not right now. You don't.
Burn the forest down, sorcerer.
Yeah. Would you please?
With acid.
Is acid your only spell?
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I go to here and like see?
Perception. And I'm just going to use its same score before, which is not very good because she was able to see it.
17.
You see it.
Yeah, if you beat 11, you see it.
Game on.
How's our map there? Are we? Does the camera need to be adjusted?
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
just,
good.
Okay.
I'll do. I'll just throw acid splash at it again.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw.
Not gonna do it. That's an 8.
2 acid damage.
2 acid damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
You already took 5. I believe.
Yep. Okay, so it again, bubble of acid explodes across it, and it lets out a screech and just drops to the ground.
Yes. Well done. Well done, sorcerer.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's all my movement and stuff. So,
Okay. All right, so that ends your turn. That brings us to Tempi.
Yeah. Okay.
Tempi's such a great name for a Dragonborn.
I'm glad you like that. I didn't come up with it. I stole it. Is it 5, 15,
5, 10, 15, 20.
20?
I mean, you can get around
25?
there. Yeah, you can get around there.
Oh, you went straight into it.
Yeah, well, you know.
What if you stepped on
Okay.
like a snake?
And when you step in there, you see it before then. If you could diagonally move back 5, and that's the point at which you would see it and be able
Okay.
to engage.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to engage then.
All right.
The one that I hit with the dart with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
My double-handed quarterstaff. 'Cause
There you go.
I haven't figured out how to punch and swing a staff yet.
You're using it two-handed, right? So it's versatile.
Yeah. 18.
Easy.
18 hits.
No, it's actually 23.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you gotta add the other ones, right?
Yeah, your attack bonus. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
D6.
D8 because you're using 2 hands, right?
Yeah. No,
Versatile is a D8.
D8. What's the 8 one look like again?
A diamond.
Front. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
5 plus 3 is 8.
All right. Its skull just collapses.
It's mush!
Jesus,
Yeah.
just
And,
Logic
and it's down.
I'm just cheering behind this little
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah.
I'm cheering
That's
for
so
everyone.
nice for
Yeah.
you. I hope you have a band-aid for me when I'm done.
I
know.
Okay. Okay, so this one,
I think I'm supposed to be.
that was it for your turn, right?
Yes,
No-
that was it. That's all
Okay.
I got.
So it's at the goblins now. Obviously, those two aren't going to take a turn.
Oh wait, can I move myself 5?
You can keep moving, yeah.
Yeah, you can finish your movement if you
Because
want.
Can I move
Wait,
here?
you're here, right?
Yeah.
Behind the
5,
tree?
10, 15. You move 20, basically.
Yeah.
So you have 10 feet of movement. So you could either...
So, yeah,
does he see the other guy there?
Yep.
So you can either move away, or you can move up to him so that if he tries to run, you get an attack on him before he leaves.
Oh.
Which is a better option.
Yeah, so
Is
that's
that
an
a better
opportunity attack. Yeah.
Okay. So then I would move up to this next one.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, what you're doing is you're moving up to him, so that if he tries to move away, you get to at least have a chance to hit him.
And he's very wounded anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got an arrow in him.
Struggle.
And in fact, bailing is exactly what it had in mind. So
Oh.
go ahead. It turns to run.
No,
so
you don't.
you go ahead and you get a swing in.
So you're 20-sided person. To hit.
8 plus 5 is 13.
13. It kind of ducks as it turns to run, and your quarterstaff just kind of whiffs right over its head.
Oh.
But as it turns to run, were you holding an action?
Yes, I
You
was.
see it. You see it. So you can go ahead and take a shot.
I can shoot it.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
15.
21, right?
Yeah, plus 6.
Oh yeah, 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then I got a 2, 4, 6.
6 points. That's enough. It hits it in its back, and it just drops and rolls a little bit, and then comes to a dead stop. Literally. All right. And at this point, you hear no more immediate movement, but a couple of you have a high enough passive that you still hear the sound of
Are we following?
movement going away from you.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Yes,
of that.
let's follow.
So it'd probably be me and you, because everyone else,
Yeah.
you're stuck away. And, well, you have 35 feet of movement, whereas, so you'd be faster than us.
Yeah, I'm following that noise.
Okay, so here's the situation. You have a cart hauled by 2 oxen down on the road. You have the dead horses on the road. So your cart is still over here, kind of back behind Nakiasha. Yep. So you have not gone up to the. I'm just giving you the lay of the land. You have not gone up to the horses. You have a cart in the middle of the road, hauled by 2 oxen. You can follow. Are you just going to follow right now and leave the oxen and the horses, or what?
I think I would shout, like, follow the, because I know that I would know she's faster. I'll be like, follow the sound, because you had shouted it out, and then I'll stay at the cart. And maybe you want to stay at the cart too, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not very speedy.
Yeah, you're also not very fast.
No. So, can I collect my little arrows and hang out at the cart? Maybe move some horses.
Yeah, easy enough to collect the arrows for sure, because they all hit. So you can retrieve them from the body of the goblin.
Fantabulous.
And so you're going up to the horses?
Yeah.
No. I think, well, we still have our oxen in here, so
Yeah.
I think what we would do, because we were saying these 2 should chase.
Yeah, and
I
We'll
think what we
take-
should do is we should get the oxen off the road and try
So-
to hide.
Session
Take-
1.
hide.
think
I
we're
can already
getting-
see the
we're having
title of this
hits.
episode: Splitting the Party.
I don't think this is a good idea. We just leave the halfling with the oxen.
No, it's me.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, just leave her with the oxen.
Oh, just her.
Just her.
Oh well, I mean, okay. I was gonna take the oxen up here by the horses and maybe see if I could wiggle them.
I think we just want to get off the road right now.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Just park it.
This
Cool,
is just
cheers.
straight out of
Go back
the
to
Fellowship
sleep.
of the Ring, right? You know, the ring rates are coming. You don't want to be on the road.
And
All
that
right.
little thing is running into something bigger. And I don't want to be there without some heavy artillery.
Yeah, you got it.
what kind of heavy artillery?
That one. The
Oh,
glass
yeah.
cannon.
Yeah, no, you have to go.
You also have an injured party member. Just that's
Yeah.
another part of the lay of the land.
I say we check out the horses first and then we follow.
It doesn't matter at that point because we'll be far enough away.
That's true.
Take out the horse.
So it's basically
take
whether
the
or not-
horses out of the road.
I mean, and
and
we
then
don't have this much time to like actually decide this. So it's basically like a split-second decision: are we following it or not?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Well, you're out of initiative right now.
yeah, I know, but I'm
so-
saying we want to follow it as fast as possible. So I was saying in that and split second after initiative, I was saying I'll go get the oxen. You guys follow it. Whether or not you guys actually do that though, up to
Okay.
you guys.
Can I be
Okay.
healed so I'm not running around with less hit points?
I vote we don't split up our party.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
let's not do that.
Do you have a healing? You don't have a healing cantrip, do you, or do you?
No, I don't
There's
think
no
you can have.
I didn't think there were.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is tragic, truly.
Also, so you're down 4. It's not that dire right now.
No.
Yeah, what's your max hit point?
10.
10?
Nine.
Yours
Okay.
is 9.
Oh, 9?
Yeah.
I thought it was 10.
Two of us have 10 and two of us have 9.
Half-ish.
I got 10.
Well, depends on if he's running to something bigger or not.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger.
It's probably just running away. But
Then
it might
why
be
are
running
we
back to more
following
goblins.
it?
It's probably going to more goblins.
Then why are we
Get-
following
he's
it?
getting help.
It doesn't sound like we are following it, to be honest.
Well, I don't want it to shoot us in the back later. This is a very complicated decision.
So there's a desire to go and chase it, and the other option is to get rid of the horses in the road.
Well, we don't know.
It doesn't have to be either or.
Oh.
You
Or
know,
we can just continue.
you
traveling.
can I mean, the options, you've got as many options as you can imagine,
Okay.
but it doesn't just, so following it is an option.
Yep.
And like following it immediately is an option, but also moving your wagon. If you want to do something with the horses, you can.
Okay.
I would just point out you have not searched them, which would be a common thing to do in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, I want to go search the horses. I want whatever it is they have.
My vote is we check out the horses and stuff, and we hide our cart in the forest on the opposite
It's
side,
long gone.
and then follow the tracks because it's probably not covering it up. It's probably just running, so you can probably follow it.
We
Yeah.
have a ranger.
It's
Well,
it's
that's
so
fine.
it's thick enough. Nobody has looked yet, but I mean that's another thing you could see is, do we see a trail? Can we
Oh.
see where it went?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So all of these things are things you can do in whatever or order you want, or all of these things are possible.
Okay. Well, let's look
I
for a
guess
trail then.
We're not following.
Well, just give me a perception check. You're right there where it took off from. I mean, you saw it leave.
Okay.
So I would say you see.
No one saw it leave. We just heard it leave.
We heard
I
it.
heard it.
Oh, that's right. The
You
one
can
turn
see where
to
it
go.
went.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make a perception check.
12, 14,
14.
I think. 14.
14. Okay. So you can see. You're able to follow about like around that tree where it is right now, even though it's not there. Yeah. So you go up to that point, and what you see there is you can see where brush has been pushed aside, but then you round that tree, and you can see where brush has been cut away. Like picture a machete in a jungle,
Okay.
and it's not like a path has been cleared, like the ground is all clear. It's littered with vegetation that has been cut away from all the bushes, and it very clearly a narrow path has been
Okay.
cut through the thickets
Okay.
here, and you assume that
That's where
it took off, and its trail through the uncut stuff leads to that point, and then you can see a cut trail
that's some sort of
as
hideout.
though through a jungle.
Okay, so I can see a trail. I suggest then that we take care of our cart and get rid of the horses.
We could just pull. Well, the horses are probably not a big deal. But we don't want our stuff to.
I
Well,
want
I would-
the horse stuff.
I would see if those are the horses
We
of
can
our,
go. We can
of
go
our
check.
buddies.
We can go.
I will.
That's-
I will say that you see plenty of places around here. Anything you see here is kind of the way it is. So over there would be a place you could kind of drive a cart around and park it out of sight of anybody on the road. Up here, there are plenty of places if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I think we should.
You
move the cart
could
off.
stash your cart out of sight. Plenty of vegetation for your oxen to feed on.
Yep.
For the
Right.
moment, and so
and,
that's possible to do.
and we're missing 2 guys and there's 2 horses
Yeah.
on the same road. I think we should probably check to see if those are the horses of our
Okay.
Fallen-
owner of
fallen
our
brethren?
owners, of our
Employers.
employers. That's it. Our slave masters.
One of them's a,
Okay.
well, I almost
So let's
said
move
goat.
the.
He's
Let's
not a
move the
goat.
oxen off the road first.
Yep.
Move the oxen.
off the
Hide
road.
them in the brush. Then we can search here and then search these bodies.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you get the cart and the oxen pulled up, stashed away. You tie off the oxen on some trees so they're not going anywhere. That's all good.
Okay.
You go down and you look at the horses. when you get to them,
I
you
like moving my guy around.
you were with
Grab my guy.
you were with Gundren and Sildar when they left ahead of you from his place.
Mm-hmm.
These are their horses.
Oh no!
Are there,
Oh no!
are there bodies there?
No,
Ooh.
just the bodies of the horses. Their saddlebags are empty,
Okay.
and nearby on the road, just off the road actually, in between the two embankments there, lies an empty leather map case.
Okay. So we're missing a map.
I'll
We're
kind of
missing
while they're
two
checking this out, I'll
rows.
look
And our,
through the
and our
bodies.
guys.
Okay. Yeah, you check over the bodies of the goblins, and aside from the weapons they have, obviously they had the bows that they were using against you, short bows. They each also have a scimitar at their side, and you find 9 copper pieces and 3 silver pieces. Not each, but total.
Do they have any spare arrows to go with those bows?
They do.
Can I take those?
They do. So yeah, let's say you get about. Well, I tell you what. Roll a d20.
14.
That sounds right.
All right.
14 black feathered arrows plus the one that was in your leg. So 15, and if you want to take the one that went in the ground in front of you, that's another obvious one to get. That one's sticking out of the ground. 16.
Wow, you made out.
You'd
like
have to
a
go look for the other ones that flew overhead if you wanted, but
Yeah.
16 for sure.
I'm old and my bones are creaky. I don't feel like digging around.
Okay. All right. And that's all. Unless you want to take their bows or their scimitars, that's all. The only thing of any interest.
Can I take my dart back?
Yeah, it's sticking right out of his head.
Get him back up to 10.
Back up to 10 you
Okay,
go.
so we got the oxen parked in here and hidden off the road.
We
got
Do we want to then follow this trail?
Oh, yes.
yes, off we go.
Okay. All right. So you move, and we don't need to put this on the map right now, and I can bring this back up because we're not going to be using the map for this part.
Okay.
Here we are. Get the cursor off of anything that would be problematic if I accidentally hit a button.
Stop stream.
Yeah. Oh my
We
goodness.
already did that.
I
No,
just switched to a different scene. It
just-
was still streaming,
Okay.
but yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so let's see if there's anything I'm supposed to read to you about theirs.
You would be in the front probably.
And I am checking for traps.
Checking for traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a clear-cut path. I mean, I'd be concerned about it too.
In the woods.
I would put traps in it.
So, in investigating this and getting all this done, and then turning your attention to the trail, I mean, it's obvious that goblins have been using this. You can see plenty of evidence of more than just the 4 that were here, moving back and forth along this trail. And this is obviously a good ambush point. So, you suspect, given the traffic that you see on this trail, as it is, as you move back and forth, this is probably not the first ambush that has taken place at this point along the road.
No. At least 2.
I bet they've
Awesome.
got gold.
Awesome.
Can we go? Can we go?
They have our employer.
They have our employer, but more importantly, they have money, and I want it.
And I would also like pick whatever 2 you want of the 4 of you to be doing this, and either one of you make a survival check with advantage, or each of you make a single survival check.
What's a survival check?
So survival check has to do with the kinds of stuff that rangers would do for tracking.
So I have
You
4
know, that would be.
plus 4.
I
I mean,
got
definitely-
2, so
She's in the front anyway, so
I have plus 2.
it'd probably be you 2 in the front, really.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Okay, so is one of you rolling with advantage, or do you each want to roll a survival check?
She has a better stat on it.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, what's happening is
Naki.
you are working together, and it's
Okay.
and mechanically what's happening is you're assisting her as you're looking around this trail, trying to figure out as much evidence as you can. You've seen where it goes. you're also just trying to figure out, is there anything else to
You
discern
also
here?
heard me say I'm checking for traps too, right? At some point.
Sure. For right now, you're just
Survival.
and you're just at the head of the
Yeah.
trail right now. So
Okay, so 18.
18. Okay, so in and amongst the goblin the goblin prints that you see and the evidence of goblins here and there, you also see evidence of 2 larger humanoids.
Oh,
Likely dwarven, perhaps human.
Oh, yo!
What was a warrior? Was a warrior dwarven too?
Our employer
So
was
our-
a dwarf,
a
wasn't he?
And then a human.
And it's they're kind of their footfalls are almost like stagger stepped a little bit, like they're being
Hold.
dragged and pulled and
Push.
not like
Body.
bodies dragged. You see footfalls, but they don't look. They look erratic.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
okay.
Oh,
So
no.
you've stashed the cart and the oxen. You searched. If you want to do anything with the horses, you can. Did you pull them off the road or try to?
Nah,
They're big.
Yeah. We just leave it.
Okay.
I am not strong.
Okay, that's fine. So, and you start to head down the trail. Then, having done all that, is that correct?
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
ready to head down the trail?
Yep.
Okay.
We're checking for traps.
We're checking the
Okay.
traps.
All right. So, who's leading the charge in that? Now, I will say this: the trail is this is a single file operation. Okay. The trail is narrow that has been cut through there. Okay. So, if you
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
Thanks.
okay.
You're welcome. You're small. I can. throw
Okay,
you
go
out.
ahead. Give me a perception check.
Oh, bummer.
Oh.
Is anyone helping me?
Me.
No,
Wait,
we're
can-
not
can
allowing
they
helping
even
because
help?
it's a single file.
Depends on how bad you
I'll
want
I'll allow help. Just
You want it-
here's
you
what
want it in the form of both
here's how
rolling?
I'm gonna do. Here's how we're gonna do the help in this case. Not rolling with advantage, but what you can do is take Tempi's perception bonus and add it to your roll along with yours.
I got 2.
Yay. 13.
13. All right.
It's not
That-
completely fine. We're good.
That is enough to notice that there is a snare set across
There it is.
the path.
Toss the half.
I wonder why you wanted to check for traps.
I don't know why.
I will say this.
Metagaming.
No, but I would have
Play it honest, but yes, this is a standard procedure in D&D to check
I
for
would have
traps.
checked.
Yeah.
Because that's suspicious looking. I probably
Yep.
wouldn't have seen it.
Okay, so you see it's a rope snare, and you can see that it's attached to a tree that's been bent over. So if it had been triggered, and whether it would have caused any damage, it would have pulled someone up off the trail. So at that point, you're able to either move it off the trail if you want, or just go around it and leave it set. However you want to deal
Leave
with
it
this, you
set.
can.
Leave it set.
Yeah, I'll leave it set.
Okay.
Walk around it.
It's pretty cool craftsmanship, though. I would like to take this rope. But
We
I
want
will
to
not.
try to follow the path, but not on the path,
Ooh, that is very smart.
like off to the side.
How?
You could do that. You would be moving it'd be difficult terrain. The path is not difficult terrain, but moving off the path would create difficult terrain and slow down your speed by half.
Oh, I don't.
So it depends on whether you want to.
It would be pretty loud.
Probably, yeah.
I'm gonna go with on the path. Sure.
Yeah.
Just go
Okay.
guns blazing.
I'm limping. I'm not a dragon.
What guns?
My breath, yo.
Go in there, lightning bolt.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
a big one too.
All right. Continuing along the path. So that you made it. You went about 10 minutes or so, going deep into the forest. Now you have moved out of the road terrain and kind of the beginnings of the woodsy area here, and you're moving more kind of into the forest as it's been thicker on this path. So about 10 minutes in is when you came across this snare. So you keep pressing further on.
Yes.
Okay. Still searching?
Yeah.
Still
Okay,
searching.
go ahead.
You get
12.
you get my 2.
Plus his is
14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh, no.
your passive is 16? All right. As you're making your way along, your passive saves you because it's better than your roll. And huh? And so again, along this trail, it's not a cleared trail; it's just a hacked trail, right? So there's brush everywhere along the trail. You get to a point where it looks like the brush is it's not as random as other places. It's almost hashed across, something like that.
Oh, it's a pit.
And you see, and you kind of reach out with what is your weapon? Your hand, your melee weapon, a warhammer. Okay, so you turn it around and kind of use the handle of it and move it aside, and you slide it a little bit, and some of it just falls in, and there in front of you, in this trail, indeed, is a pit.
A pit.
Yeah,
Isn't
which
that lovely?
would not have been happy to fall into. Wouldn't have been difficult to get out necessarily, but it would have been a pleasant result to fall into it. But you managed to avoid this.
Yes. Well done.
Very
Go,
nice.
Naki. Keep it up.
All right.
Every time you say that, I think of the type of pasta.
I know, that's why I say it.
I'm sorry, you're no type of pasta now.
Have you ever had Naki? It's not pasta. Well, it's potatoes.
It's
potato
potato.
pasta.
Potato pasta. It's so
No?
tasty.
No?
Oh.
Okay.
No, never.
That's a shame. It's good stuff.
Okay.
So what
And-
do we feast on after we sort of save these guys?
Yes.
You
Naki?
So you fall. What did you say?
No.
Cannibalism.
I'm kind of
Okay.
hungry. I'd be down for some gnocchi.
Yeah.
So you follow the trail further
Not you.
further on, and you start to hear the sound of running water. And it sounds at this point like it's off to your right as you're following the trail. And you... What did I miss?
They're having a moment.
I checked which side.
Oh, she's checking to see which is right.
Oh.
Except if you do this, you got no right.
Yeah.
Always the left.
All right. Off to your right, which would be to the east or northeast as you're following this trail, you hear the sound of running water. And as you...
Is that on that map there?
Probably not.
No. It's in
Alright,
only a
it's
little
in the-
water.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you get a little closer, and it's kind of it feels like you're, by the sound of it, you're kind of running parallel to whatever this is. It was faint at first, and then you get to it, and then you still hear it, but it doesn't seem to be getting closer. The trail seems to be running kind of parallel to it. When all of a sudden the trail opens up into a clearing, and you find your way moving out of the woods, out of the brush, into kind of a clearing. And at this point, we need to roll up this map and move it aside, and I need to bring up something else. And I also need a little bit of time to prepare this without you seeing it. So once you get this cleared, I'm going to ask you to step out into that, just step out there for a moment while I arrange things.
Oh.
This cord right here.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we're gonna be careful with the cord. Oh, yo.
I've got Q. Did you know it right? Hi everyone, anyone still hanging with us? Tight quarters. Okay. All right. You can all come back in.
I was serious though. I am hungry and I would like not.
I got nothing for you, babe.
Well, can I eat some Rocky when we go?
No, I don't have. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Noah's flood's happening here.
Okay. So you can move your characters into that open area there beside the stream.
Okay.
I don't remember who's who. So.
It's okay. You're that one. I'm
Yes,
that
I know.
one.
I am the female dwarf.
Yeah. So in here you no longer need to be single file, or it would have opened up. But
There'll be a little herd of
so what has happened
men.
in terms of this stream, and let's see if I can hit the right scene. Boom.
Very nice.
So the stream, there's a stream here, obviously, and it appears, based on the sound of it, to have. You can see that it's flowing out from a. So you're at the base of a really tall hill right here in the middle of the forest. Okay, the stream, and it's not very deep. It's pretty shallow and it's not running very fast, but it's coming out of a cave entrance.
Yes.
Oh.
And
I got a torch.
And so it seems like the stream has flown. It flows out of that cave and it comes down, and you've just kind of got up to where it was, because apparently at some point it curves and heads southeast away from you. But you kind of were getting closer to it, and then you kind of converged on the stream here as you enter this clearing. And as I said, it's clearly coming out of a cave. You've got thickets to your right, like you've been going through for the most part on the other side. And that is, you've come out on kind of the west side of the stream. As it goes into the cave, the walkway that exists next to it is on the east side of the stream.
So I have to cross the stream.
To get into the cave, if that's where you want to go, you will need to cross
Don't
the stream.
Cross the stream. Yeah, don't cross the stream.
We all know that from Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, because ghosts can't cross running water.
No, don't cross your streams, because then stuff explodes.
And the
You've
path.
never seen Ghostbusters.
No, I haven't.
It's
So the path that you followed led right up to this clearing, and then over. So now you're no longer following the path that's been hacked away, because you're out of the brush, the dense forest now. But you can see the wear and tear on the ground from where a path has been worn by traffic, and it crosses the stream right about where you are, and then extends up parallel to the stream and appears
Is the
that
stream
it
like
goes
5 feet or something?
into the cave. Less, only just a few feet. Yeah,
Just
2-3 feet
walk
deep.
through it,
Yeah.
jump across it.
Pretty shallow. Won't be anything to cross it.
I'm gonna make Dad carry me.
Yeah. Well,
And so
drop you in the water.
You better not. Respect
you
your elders.
obviously get the sense that this is where you've been tracking not only this goblin that fled, but apparently all of the traffic on that path comes out of this cave.
Okay.
And having discovered that, you can all take 75 experience points.
All right.
Does that make me level 2?
Not yet.
Where
So
does that
on
go?
your character sheet up at the top,
Where did my character sheet go? Can you hear me on stuff?
Why is yours still?
Because it got moved.
That's yours.
At the top of the character.
yeah, I'm not sure whether it should be at the top.
It's right here.
It is.
Top
It's-
right.
It's kind of by your
So-
like name.
Yeah.
And
So you can take
whatnot.
75 experience points.
Very nice.
Okay.
We're very experienced. Seasoned warriors.
Seasoned in one battle.
That's right.
No. Yeah, seasoned in the one battle. And this hike through the woods.
Yep.
During which I complained.
Okay. So let me make this official and read this.
Oh, it's going to be official.
Oh.
Following the goblin's trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. Now, I have to be careful with what I have covered and uncovered here, but whether you can see it here or not, the brush goes up to a certain point and stops maybe 10 feet short of the mouth of the cave there on this side, on the east
So,
side.
like, that goes around the outside?
So we can sneak through the brush, but not all the way to the opening of the cave.
Yes, so you can cross and you can cross where the goblins did. So there's kind of 2 paths here. So one of them, because the brush comes almost up to it, the path it kind of crosses up there, right?
Okay.
There's a break in the thickets there, where the ground just looks like that, where you are right now. You could cross here and try to go in and through the thickets. It's not a clear
Maybe
path
cross
there.
over here. Cross here.
Huh?
Cross here into the thicket and hide in the thicket.
Just walk up from there. I mean, this is where the entrance is, so we want to be on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, the thicket offers some cover, right?
Yeah, it'll be difficult terrain, so half movement
Uh-huh.
as you go through it, if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you can go up and cross there. You can see a break in the thicket. You just can't see exactly. And by a break in the thicket, I mean up here where they stop, and it looks from where you are like it extends just the natural grassy land. Yeah, extends this way a little bit. You just can't see how far around.
I think we should go in this way here.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote we dig around in the bushes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And we could even, like, sit there for a few minutes and see if anything happens.
Oh, that'd be smart. That would be smart.
Where?
In the
Like,
thicket.
hidden in the thicket.
Okay.
Can we just chill out?
We're hiding in the thicket.
Will something happen?
I
Let's
don't know.
find out.
They
and
could
see.
come out of the cave,
Can we?
or we were just assuming
So-
that they're in the cave.
So our poor wounded halfling.
How do
Can-
I
can
become not wounded?
Can we take a? Can you take a short rest? What does that mean?
Yeah.
It's
So
an hour, though.
it's an hour to take a short rest. It can be done.
So like a literal hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
In game.
In game.
Yeah, like
not
right now.
not here.
An hour right now.
Oh, we don't have to
Yeah.
just go take a.
Yeah,
5
no,
minute nap.
at 9:30.
We'll come back to it later then.
If I take a short rest, then they have time to spy on whatever's coming in.
Theoretically,
As
the
long
night.
as you complete the short rest.
You have to complete
If something happens while they're looking and disturbs your short rest, then you don't get the benefits of it.
Oh, that's not cool.
So a short rest assumes that for an hour you basically do nothing other than you're sitting, you're resting, you don't have to sleep, but you can't be doing anything that is remotely exerting.
Oh.
I like the idea of just, like, we could wait, see what happens, and then you can try to take a short rest. And we
Alright.
can watch the cave.
I'm gonna make an attempt to take a short rest.
Thank you for following. Is it JIH? I don't have my reading glasses on. JLH54. Thanks a lot for following. Appreciate it. So you're going to try to take a short rest?
Yes.
And then we'll watch the cave entrance and like this thing that goes around the side here, like just kind of hide in the bushes area.
Okay.
Hiding in
Okay.
the bushes.
Okay,
So
so
keeping an eye on the cave the whole time.
all right. So
Mhm.
again, point out where you're just kind of camping out in the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep enough where we wouldn't be able to see, but like we would have like at least a
Okay,
sight on it.
and the three of you are moving up through the bushes along this side of the river or
If we
stream.
can, like quietly. Yeah.
You won't be able to do it quietly, but
Can we stealth?
I mean, you can stealth with disadvantage. But imagine moving through sticks and twigs and bushes quietly.
Need a ranger for that.
You need pass
Or-
without a trace at least.
Or
Probably.
me, but I'm taking a nap. Because I'm old.
We're just trying to get into into
No,
a
but
hidden
I'm
position right now. That's kind of the goal.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and make stealth checks. It will be with disadvantage. So give me just group stealth check here.
Everyone with disadvantage.
Everyone with disadvantage.
roll twice
So,
and take the lowest
so you
roll.
are. Hold on. You are trying. For now. You're moving through the thickets, right? You're
Yeah.
just-
I am not. I'm
No,
taking a nap.
no. We're trying to. We got to get in and hide first. So yeah, you kind of need to come in with us.
Okay.
Well, I need to come and chill. Yes.
Okay. So you're trying to find a place to just camp out for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to
sure.
get there first. So everyone roll stealth with
Is
disadvantage.
this the 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is that? 6.
Only I could take that.
Nice. 6 again.
Okay, we got to
So then add
Hey,
your
thanks,
stealth check.
Jr. It's a blown up copy of the map, and then printed in black and white,
12.
and having
Six.
had
12.
some colored pencil applied to it.
I almost had a double 18, but it didn't work out.
I'm sorry. I got 12.
Okay, 12 with disadvantage.
6.
6,
9.
9.
Do I add my stealth
Yeah.
modifier?
Yeah.
I got 12.
Okay, and that's the low roll. It's
Yeah.
12. Okay.
I rolled the same.
All right. So all things being equal, not too bad for moving through this terrain. However, there's some snapping of twigs and some, the whole brush pulls in and then flips back and making, a noise like that. And
Why?
as you make your way, you're trying to stay basically parallel to the stream as you go, or are you trying to?
No. Like just trying to we're just trying to get to a place where we
just
can
trying to
still see
camp out.
the entrance, but like get into the bush.
Okay, so you move.
Probably not going closer. Probably staying away.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're moving kind of towards me.
Yeah.
All right, so you move towards me, and you're snap and crack, but you're kind of being quiet, but kind of not. And all of a sudden, and this is your marching order.
Well, this is going. We're not going this way.
I understand that, but that's your order. As you're going
That's
through,
our
are you
order.
side
Yeah.
by side, or this
Sure.
way? Okay. So as Nakiasha is clearing a path, and again, a little snap of a twig here, you come out into an open area. You actually move out of the thickets, out of the brush, into an open area where two goblins are right there like this, and this twang.
At least I'm the one in the front.
Yeah.
No resting for me, I guess. No naps.
Oh, that wasn't very big at all.
Now you move through there,
Oh,
just
I
in the
want
immediacy of it, and up to the north, towards across
Like
the
right
table.
here?
Yep. It's not good. Yeah, neither is that. So
Good. Excellent. We love 9.
We
Yeah.
love terrible.
that's your armor class 18.
18.
No, they did not beat that. So they got a well, it doesn't matter what they got, but even with their bonus, they did not get that. So 2 arrows, and you carry a shield.
Yes.
Okay, so they should, and you just get your shield up in time, and they just ta-ting off of your shield, and the next person kind of comes through and kind of stumbles into your back as you stop and block, and we need another quick initiative to see what happens right here.
Ooh, wow.
That was good. I love that one.
Oh my
It's
god.
not a 1.
It is literally a 1.
You got a 1?
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously, we should have shot you back when you wounded your leg. Left you with the horses.
Oh my gosh. You're this kind of abuse.
Okay, so add your initiative bonus to that and really bring it way up there.
I got 5.
Really poorly.
I didn't roll any but really much better.
If it's any consolation, the goblins rolled terribly.
Oh, good.
What do you have?
6.
So did we, though.
Yeah.
I didn't. I rolled great.
I
Good.
didn't.
Good for you. Light them on fire.
Go get him.
What do you got?
I
Claremont?
got a 5.
Okay.
I'm ahead of you.
I know you are.
Okay.
9.
Which means you have to
Sweet.
protect me.
9.
9.
Okay.
One less than last time.
Yeah.
21.
Makes sense. Your third one back.
Yep.
Yep.
Get him, Tiger.
Okay.
He's
So
ready to zoom.
as this happens, you have members of your party behind you in the thickets who maybe can't see anything yet. Do you say anything? When this happens?
I say 2 goblins.
Okay.
I'm like,
All right,
oh boy.
So there's an alert, and as we enter into combat once again, which means I need combat music.
Dun, dun,
We have 2
dun.
goblins of the red variety.
2 kobold goblins. I actually
Are
have
they like next to each other?
I have
or what?
unpainted
what are
goblins,
they?
but
Are they next to each other?
yeah, they just kind of both posted up right there.
Unpainted's okay.
I know, but I just didn't dig them out.
Okay. So I'm assuming.
You are up, and you've heard that there are goblins.
So
but
I'm going to push through. I have 30 feet, so I should be able to go like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out into the opening probably.
that works. Let me guess.
Seeing them both next to each
Yep.
other.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
I'm going to toss acid
Acid
splash
splash,
on both
yeah.
of them.
How many times can you toss that thing?
As much as I want.
It's a cantrip, so you can use it.
But it's better if they're next to each other because
Oh,
I can
sure.
hit 2 of them.
Okay, so they each have to
Just
make a
pretty
dex
dope,
save,
that
right?
is.
Dex save.
Okay, so the one closest to me rolls. Oh, that's gonna make it, I think.
14.
Yeah. That's a 20.
Alios.
And
That's not my
Yeah.
DC.
What?
this one does not. The one away from me does not
It does.
succeed.
1 damage.
Oh,
Woo, chip at him. Chip at him.
it's okay.
It's a little tiny. Just like
We
I
should
like
write our
missed and
names
like the
on
acid bubble just like pops out. Just
Don't
like
worry.
it's his foot.
Yeah.
Just a little hole.
Yeah,
in his foot.
it just pops a little bit early. It just pops a little bit early, and the other one just kind of sidesteps it a little bit,
Yes.
and then that's just a little.
And
Yeah.
Stormy?
Just like burns his
Stormy?
nose.
Hey, what?
Okay, are you? So that you did your movement already there,
Yeah,
just to get there.
That's everything.
Okay, believe it or not, Nakiasha, you are up.
Holy smokes.
Alright.
Nakiasha.
Protect me.
I told you the goblins rolled bad.
Protect me.
Sacred Flame. So dex save on
Okay,
one
which
creature.
which one? The one
You're
that
not
just
gonna
got
run
hit?
up and attack them.
Yeah.
You literally got a warhammer. Run up
Fine.
and attack
I
them.
guess I'm not used
Yeah.
to being able to do that.
Smash.
You know.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
just
high-
happy
you got
to-
higher
Yes. You're not the little gnome bard right
You're
now.
a you're a soldier.
Also, don't worry, I only called you Stormy, baby.
I haven't.
Which one are you attacking?
Stormy.
Yes.
The burnt nose one or the
Dude, if that means.
The burnt
The
nose
one that
one.
didn't get hit.
The one that did not get hit. Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, 19. I haven't done this.
19 hits. Go
Alright.
ahead and roll your damage with that. With your, is it Warhammer you said?
Warhammer, so
Yeah.
D8.
Warhammer plus your damage bonus.
So 6.
6 points of damage on the one that was not hit yet, right?
Yeah.
Well, you should have attacked the other one. He would have died.
Okay.
They have like
Okay.
No,
So-
it's
You swing your Warhammer and it cracks on the left side of its face, and it just kind of caves in. Actually, probably not its face in there, but its shoulder, it hits its shoulder, and you can just see and hear the snap as the arm just drops, dislocated and out of place. And you have movement left. Do you want to do anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Walking.
Stand right there.
I literally.
Take it all.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Then Tempi, you are up.
Okay.
Stormy baby.
So can I put my quarterstaff away and use both my
Just
fists?
please.
But you still only get one attack as the thing, so you'd rather just use your core
My
staff because
name's
of more damage.
Experiment. Okay. I'm like generic old woman.
So I can't hit one with
I
one
like a
fist
very
and the other
old
with my
lady's
other
Not yet.
fist.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You're only level
How
1.
close to what level do I get that at?
I'd have to look it up.
I have to look it
Right
up.
now, your quarterstaff is your weapon of choice.
It
But
doesn't
you
take
have,
very
but you have
long.
to be able to get there. Can you get there?
Easily.
Yeah.
Because
He was the second one. He has like, he's only gonna move like 15 feet to get out of the forest.
Okay.
I have 30.
Like 15 feet of movement.
Then where are you positioning yourself?
You could probably flank, right? Because so he was the one that would have run into Nakiasha,
Yeah.
right? So he's probably got 10 feet of movement to get out of the forest.
Yeah.
And then 20 feet of movement afterwards.
So
you could
10,
you could flank
and I could come up here, right?
Yeah.
all the way behind. And then flanking gives you advantage.
Okay.
Attack roll.
Then I'm gonna take my advantage on the attack roll.
Let me see where I have them. Yeah, you can't really get where I intended to have them. And I
Oh,
didn't
they
have it.
are up against.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
Okay,
what
never
you
mind.
could do is move into that open space by the stream where you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
and a little, and you could slip a little bit. You don't have to be at like 12 and 6, right? So that's still flanking.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna choose to do. Move. And so then.
All
First
right,
attack.
swing away.
Is that the one that was hit by me or the one that was hit by Killer?
13 plus 5.
That hits.
And then that's a 8.
Yep, 'cause you got 2 healing. That's a 10 side.
Back this one. Okay. 5 plus 3 is 8.
8 points.
Yep.
Okay, it drops like a sack of something.
Yes. Sack of
Sack of
Naki.
potatoes. Sakanaki. Sakanaki. That sounds like one word. Sakanaki.
Sakanaki.
That's another name that Elizabeth had.
That's right.
Saki.
What? Sake?
Okay.
Sake is sake and candy is.
Okay, and staying put right there.
I don't think I can move anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're probably. Yeah.
Okay, so now this brings us to the remaining goblin and Clarimond are on the same initiative score. So what's your dexterity? It's probably very good.
My dexterity is a +4.
18.
Yeah, you get to go first.
Okay.
Boom.
She's with
But
that.
you're way back there.
That's not actually as far back as it would have been, right?
No, because you would have been
Can
cutting
you shoot
through.
the forest?
So it was maybe 20 feet of forest.
I don't
Or
think
no,
I
10 feet
can't
of forest.
see, man.
So you have.
So it's 20
You can
feet.
get
So
out, yeah.
you'll have 5 feet of movement left once you get into the clearing.
Well,
Is
Can
there
I-
any more space on this side?
can I get into the clearing and then shoot at him from like around
Yeah, you can move
Miss
out.
Pasta here?
Yeah, I think you can slide that a bit more. Just be very slow.
Yeah, there's nothing else there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get like out to here.
So you can move there.
We'll be knocking your pops up. It's fine.
Okay, so yes, you can take a bow shot from there.
All right, I'm gonna take a bow shot.
How does
Oh.
extra damage work?
14.
She has advantage, right?
Plus-
She doesn't have advantage on
plus
the
six.
spells.
Plus 6. 20.
I got a 20,
That hits.
and then
Probably doesn't matter.
4-sided.
I got a bow.
Oh.
I got a 1.
Plus-
+4 +5.
Okay, that is enough because it has already taken quite a bit of damage. It buries in its chest and it drops.
Nice. I'm sorry, Miss.
Well done, gang.
That wasn't even
We're
in the case.
good.
All right.
Pasta's
That's
the
true.
cute name though.
And now we've made a bunch of noise, so now we're kind of forced.
You can see too. You could see by the look on this goblin's face that it looked like it was going to try to bail and somehow sneak around and slip through somehow and it wanted to get away. As it was coming up on its, it was about to do something and it looked like it had lost all morale and was going to take off. Now, the noise that you made of battle, this was again very fast, right? This was
That was 6 seconds.
6 seconds. The stream is making noise. It's not very deep, but it is bubbling
Wow.
over some rocks and stuff. So there is this ambient noise of running water.
Okay.
So how much noise you made is dependent on how much noise. Because if it's making noise out here, it's making noise in there.
Oh, and then it's
So-
echoing. Ooh.
So you
Can
don't
we just,
know.
like, quickly-
maybe you got
can we,
hurt,
like,
maybe
quickly
you were
just-
hurt, maybe you weren't.
Yeah, can we quickly drag the bodies back and just like have someone, maybe you guys watch and a couple of us can drag the bodies back into that little clearing, maybe push them into the woods a bit.
Into the
And
thickets,
while we're
yeah.
watching the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
Into the thick of it.
Okay. Yes, you're able to do that. You can kind of get them shoved in and buried under brush. And while you're doing that, whoever, are you standing watch? Who's standing watch?
I would probably
I'm
watch along with maybe maybe you because you guys have more strength than I do. I'm very low on strength.
No,
I'm
you're
watching.
big and buff.
I'm watching.
Okay.
Oh, fine,
So
you're
we'll both watch.
watching.
Okay. So that. Okay, fine.
Thanks
All
to the
right.
halfling.
Halfling and the cleric are.
Oh, yeah.
There's 8.
So maybe I would help. Maybe us two would move.
Yeah.
Okay. So you two are stowing away the bodies in the thickets, and you get them buried. You two are watching the entrance of the cave here, and while they're doing that, you're trying to be as quiet as you can.
Yeah.
You see no activity at the mouth of the cave,
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
other than the water running out of it.
That's why we're not dying.
Okay. That's a positive.
Okay, do we want to try to take the short rest for
I don't know. Are we
Clarimond,
gonna get?
or do we just want to go in?
For right now, you see no activity, and it's up to you. You have a little clearing here. If anything comes out of the cave, that's you're more or less visible. I mean, you could tuck down in a corner there and not be immediately visible. But if any more goblins or anything else came out and went into that clearing, you would be spotted. But so far, nothing has.
We
come
might
out.
just need to go in also because if anything comes out, they're gonna right away know that
Go.
these two guys are missing.
Yeah, go back in.
Yeah.
I think we go in.
All right.
I think it's not a
go
big
in.
deal. I think we just you could just hang back and then if we need to heal, then you can heal. But it might be better to just save your spell for now.
Yeah. I'm good for now.
So let's go in.
I'm-
We're marching.
Great.
And before we go in, so does it look
No,
dark?
you
Does
didn't
it look dark?
Whoop!
You can see
You
that
got the shield.
You also have dark vision up to 300 feet.
I do have.
I do not. I'm
You guys both don't.
blind as a bat.
What?
But
I got a torch in my
Oh,
pocket.
correct, but I'm.
Yes, which gives you certain things.
Mm-hmm. Which I haven't written down. Which I totally. Wait.
You can tell that
Yeah.
some of the natural light from outside spills into the cave and goes a ways in.
It's not lit.
You see no torchlight.
should we pull out our torches?
No.
Okay.
Emphatic.
Share.
Nope. You just do it, and then it's up to an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
So
gonna
I have
fish.
dark vision. She has dark vision.
I'm
Yeah.
a Twilight Cleric, so I can share dark vision for up to an hour.
With up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. So your modifier is 4, so you can share up to 4 creatures.
Oh wow.
So I can share it with these two.
All right.
Okay.
No,
And
that means we can
that's just an ability that okay.
Happens.
Okay. So that being said, as you go in, you can all have the benefit of dark vision for 1 hour. So what dark vision is in D&D, this version of D&D, there's essentially 3 different lighting categories. There's lit up, daylight or whatever. There's dim light, and then there's darkness. What dark vision does is darkness will be as though it's dim, and dim will be as though it's day. So that's it. Just dark vision moves you up a level in the vision category. So even if it gets right now, looking in there, you don't see pitch black because the light from the outside is spilling in.
It lasts forever.
So it would be kind of dim light-ish in there once you get in a little ways. But if it gets dark, it will be like dim light to you.
Okay.
So you'd still be able to see somewhat.
Okay, so this lasts forever, like until we do the next thing. What's your name?
Tempi.
Tempi. I'm giving Tempi roll on initiative, like an
A
advantage.
vigilant blessing.
Yes, it's vigilant blessing, which is
Advantage on
advantage
initiative
on
roll.
initiative roll.
Okay, which lasts how long?
Just lasts
until
until
you.
it happens.
Oh, okay. It gets spent when you have to roll initiative the next time.
Okay.
Right? And you said advantage on initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an action. You give one creature an advantage on initiative until you use it again. So basically, unless she was to use it again,
Right. Then
he
it
has
has
it. But it
Okay.
also is not limited. It's just an infinite ability.
Okay.
She could keep using it however anytime she wanted. So yeah, we can go into the cave like that then.
Okay. All right. So you make your way into the cave. Yes.
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 All right.
Making
So-
our way downtown.
So as you move in, what you have is a narrow passageway. Let me see if I
So
can-
also, I have 120 feet, and they have 300 feet. So whatever that
Okay.
gives a pretty big.
Pull. I need that book moved. Pull that one back just a ways,
Sorry.
right? No,
Like
you,
this way?
you pull it. No. Pull it. No, back towards you. Right, stop right there.
It's kind of even. Yeah, it's always.
So as you enter into the first. Yeah.
Probably
it's-
makes more sense to do like this.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So you can see as you make your way in that it continues. So it continues. Yeah, correct.
Can this be pulled back with it?
Just there.
Oh, we have 300 feet.
Just for right now. Okay.
We can see
No,
everything.
No, you can't, because the problem is, once you get inside, it very steeply goes up as you look straight ahead.
Okay.
And so the ceilings along this are maybe 15 feet-ish, but it steeply rises, and there's a bunch of kind of natural steps, but maybe, roughly hewn steps. And to your right, you see steps going up there as well. And so let me see if there's a better description here that I can just give you. Okay. There is. I need my glasses. Let's see, you already did that. No, I don't have anything else to read. That's what you see.
Which way do you guys want to go?
It's so you can go straight ahead, or you can go up some steps to the right.
We should go up the steps.
Yeah.
I wanna
just
go
up
upstairs.
the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just inside the cave mouth, then these few uneven
I
stone
gotcha.
steps lead up to a small, dank
If there's
chamber.
anything in there. I don't know what's in there. I said, but if we should go up there just in case something is
I
in
know,
there.
but I was reading and you were talking.
I did.
These steps lead up to a small dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end. As you step up, so you see the room, kind of odd shaped. Hold on, just 1 second, and it goes back and it narrows down to a very narrow passageway, just a couple of feet wide, and as you move up the steps, you notice that the air here is filled with the stench of animals, like dirty, filthy fur. And you hear savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains as you enter up into this room. And so pull this back a bit. I guess we'll pull that back too.
Is there even anything on that one?
I don't know. I'll just do my best here. There we go. Okay. Does the camera need adjusted?
You can see it right now.
No, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. It's hard for me to see from here. So no. Nope. That's just what you see. Back
right
up,
here.
because right there. So you see on the ground there, that is a stalagmite. And chained to it, you see 3 wolves.
The
Oh.
wolves are chained to it.
They're chained. They have thick leather collars around their neck with iron clasps on it, and the chains run to that and then run to the stalagmite where they're anchored in with a rod, with an iron rod into the stalagmite. And they are snarling and yipping, and they see you, and from where you are at the mouth of this chamber, they cannot get to you, but they have moved to the extent that their chains allow them to, and they're acting most unfriendly toward you right now.
Are they making a lot of noise?
It's kind of that kind of a thing, and low growling, and then with the occasional that. But again, now that you're inside, the sound of the running water is filling every area of it. So you don't know where anything else is.
Like we're right here.
It is the case that any sound that is made is drowned out to some degree by the running water.
Well, since we're like right here, so they're definitely like they're like mad at us.
They seem hostile.
Okay. Should I just toss some acid splash on them?
Yes.
Sure.
From a distance, I'm.
Unless do I have dog treats?
You don't have dog treats in your pack.
Generally,
You
wolves are.
You have food.
I have food.
You have food for yourselves.
Oh, we could try that. I mean, you could try tossing some food in and see if they.
What happens if I chuck food at them?
But
You can try it and see what happens.
It's
You don't know.
a mess around and find out.
It's a good. I think it's a good thing. Just try it. See if it works.
Sure. All right.
Before we
let's-
decide to murder.
Let's chuck some.
Murder.
Yeah, we don't want to do the murdering.
Okay.
Let's chuck some jerky or whatever it is. I got something in
Okay.
my pocket.
Okay. So you do that. Go ahead and make an animal handling check as you try to feed these wolves.
Do you want me to roll?
Roll a d20 and do your animal handling.
Oh, that's good. Top. It's like the second one down.
217, which is
19.
19.
19. Okay. How much do you toss? Do you toss just one, or do you toss? How do you do
One
this?
for each.
I'm gonna toss one for each, so that they don't like fight each other.
Okay. All right. So you either take 3 pieces or break it into 3 pieces and toss it in, and they all just immediately key in on this food that you've tossed and snap it up and look at you and look at each other and you see their demeanor changes.
Oh.
And they're not hostile like they were right now. Now they look expectant.
Okay.
And you can see them, and actually one
Good job.
of them kind of sits
Yeah.
down on its haunches and is looking at you.
Oh.
You have friends.
We could like let them go.
Okay. Yes, I would
But-
like.
Let's get out. Like some other person's like jerky or whatever, and kind of like wave it so they can see it, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe walk slowly up and see if we can pull.
Like release. I would like to release them from their little slagmite and give them some more beef jerky because they are good boys.
I'd say like if we can just let them out of the cave and release them.
Or if they follow me.
They're not gonna fight the goblins probably.
Well, they might though. I mean, it was the goblins who chained them up, and then didn't feed them.
Maybe they just want to be free.
That's true. If they want to be free, they can be free.
Free.
What do you do?
Okay,
you want to-
feeding them more jerky, releasing them.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't really know what the plan for that was. Are we
You-
just gonna hit the pin?
I would probably just be ready with acid splash. If they start to attack, I'll just
Doink
hit them
them.
with it.
Douse them.
Okay, so you give them more food, dried jerky or whatever you have on hand,
Whatever it is that
and
is in their lives.
you have the collars and you have the end of the chains at the stalagmite. How are you trying to release them?
How are the collars held shut?
They're leather collars, like picture a belt almost, right? Where you run it through, pull it back, stick the thing through and over, but then there's a heavy iron ring around the collar. Very thick leather, tough leather, and a heavy iron ring around it.
I don't want to be
the
trying
chain
to cut
runs
that near their faces. What does the pin look like? Can I hit that?
Oh, try not to make noise. Might as well just pull it out.
Can I just pull it out? Can Dad just pull it out? Who's bigger and buffer in our party here? It's not me.
The cleric.
Cleric.
Right.
Cleric's
Our
a
cleric just
soldier.
left.
I don't know. My strength is 5.
Oh, you have 16.
You're pretty buff.
16.
So it's essentially it's an iron rod that has been like hammered into the base of the stalagmite, and so probably in and possibly down into the floor too. And the chains with a ring on it, and the chain, the last link of the chain is secured around that.
We'd have to cut the leather off.
Is that like the only? The chain is going to be too difficult to get off of the spike.
You don't know how deep it is. You don't
But
know
the
how-
spike
you
would
don't
have to
know
come
how
out to actually get
Can
the
we
chain out.
Yeah.
bend the like when you undo a chain, you like
Quite
bend it a
thick
little
chain.
bit?
thicker than that. Don't think necklace. Think that thick. You know.
So
All
I guess-
right, we're gonna have to cut.
Cut the leather.
Well,
Cut
is
the leather.
it cut or is it just like undo the leather belt or thing around?
Well, it's got like those padlock thingies.
Well, it's just a ring.
Are they padlocks? Can I?
No, they're not locks. No.
You might just be able to undo it.
All right.
Like it might just be a belt like through a ring, kind of, you know.
Can we do that? Can we undo some belt rings?
Try. Go ahead and make an animal handling check again with advantage because of the second dose of food you're giving them.
That's nice.
Ooh,
20.
natural 20.
All
Plus
right.
2, which is 22.
Okay, so you get up to one of them, and it's eating, and you go calmly and slowly up to it, and with your dexterous little halfling fingers, halfling rogue fingers,
I go, you're free.
very
puppy."
quickly undo the collar on it and slip it off of the ring off of it, and so it is not chained anymore. It just keeps eating and chewing on. It's just down on the ground eating. You want to do
Aw.
another one?
Yes, I do want to do another one.
Okay, so no, you don't have to roll for it now. It's just if you're going to do all three of them.
Yes.
That check works for all three of them. You get their collars off. They don't seem to move. They just are down chewing on the food that you've given them, and now they don't seem terribly interested in your presence, other than kind of the expectant look at you, the way an animal.
I think we should try to
would
take a little bit more and bring them out the cave and just like drop it on the ground over here, or one of us. We can stay watch here, but like one of us take them out and just like leave them there. They'll just run away.
Okay.
Sure. Unless they'd be good pets. Would they be useful to keep?
They are wild wolves that are in captivity, so they are used to being fed to some degree. They understand food. They understand the concept of being fed. You don't know how they've been treated.
This
But-
isn't a situation where you would make a pet out of it.
You would know that wolves are in general not without a long time of training and perhaps getting one as a pup.
Yes.
It would not be very easy to
They
make a
wouldn't.
pet out
They
of a
wouldn't
wolf.
be like, yes, you can just set them on the goblins if I chuck some more beef
And
jerky
you
at
would
said
suspect
goblins.
that being secured here in a cave that you believe to be inhabited by goblins, and if the goblins have these, you would guess they haven't been treated particularly well.
So, lead them out.
All right, I will go lead them out of the little cave.
All right, so you're gonna try to lead the wolves out and into that clearing or something?
Yep.
All right, let's have an animal handling check for this one, again with advantage.
Because they love me.
Another
Nat
natural
20.
20.
Drawing them out with food. Okay. They follow you out, and again, you see no activity right now in this area here.
You're
Nothing
the
is
Pied
coming and
Piper.
going.
So like
I
over in this area.
am the Pied Piper. Oh, look at them. They're so
Would you just
cute.
put it down here in this area,
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
and then kind of like leave them and back up in the cave?
Okay, and they're out there just kind of chewing, and a little bit of, like, one of them gets close to finishing or whatever, and it's looking at the other one and kind of moves over to. You get these wolves are used to competing for food a little bit,
Yeah.
and so there's still that kind of a yapping at each other and kind of nipping at each other. These are not like calm, friendly dogs or anything like that, but they understand food and they understand. They probably. They're certainly not overfed, more likely underfed. So they seem happy with that, and for now they are there, and you're free to go back in.
Okay.
Fantabulous.
So you make your way up.
Yeah.
It's again up the
Yep.
steps, and it's not very
Continue.
many, but up in there. Okay, so
This
now
is going
you are.
smooth, yo. Killed a couple goblins. Got rid of wolves in the thicket.
That's like saying it's quiet in the ER. Don't do that.
Okay. Let me.
And probably from here on out, also we're trying to stealth.
Okay,
From the cave.
that's
Oh,
fine.
do
Give
we-
me a group stealth check.
What
If
does
you have-
that mean?
if
So
have
roll
armor,
a d20. You have a stealth
disadvantage.
skill there.
Why am I disadvantaged?
Because you have scale mail, right? Or chain mail. You have chain mail. You have disadvantage.
That was a bad. Oh. So
Roll twice. Take the lower.
You don't have armor, I believe. Right?
I don't have armor.
you just rolled twice.
Nope.
Did I
I
roll
don't like
twice? I
clothes.
did not.
No, it's not. No.
No. You just get disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of your
You're
armor.
the-
I rolled
It's
2
gonna-
then. Yeah, 2.
Stealthy plus 2.
I got an 8 total.
8
Aren't
total.
you like actually stealthy?
What
I
in
am
the
actually.
world?
I rolled a 2. Okay.
All right. You're just distracted by this little wolf encounter, and you're not You're
Not
being
paying attention.
as quiet as you might otherwise be. And so in this room, there is a lot of rubble that is kind of,
Right here.
yeah, that is spilled out on the floor. And you can just kind of slip and stumble over some of those rocks as you're coming in. And you are just kind of clanking around in your chain armor.
Maybe
Maybe,
even ran
I
into a
got 15.
wall.
maybe grabbing my
I got
one
15.
hammer up through
15.
this wall in there.
What did you get?
And what did you
Yeah.
get, Tempi?
13.
13. Okay.
You're pretty quiet then. Not super quiet, but you're quiet.
Compared to you guys, I'm
Yeah.
nothing but a shadow.
Like these armored fools.
We got
Okay.
blind lady here tapping to find where she's going.
Yeah. Respect your elders, young whippersnapper.
So at the east end of this room where it narrows down, there's an opening in that wall, in the east wall, and you can see that it leads to what you would almost describe as it's a shaft, but almost like a natural chimney rising up from this room. Very narrow path to get to it, though, and
So can we see it?
I'm gonna look. Not much.
We can see a little bit.
Oh, it like ends, basically. No?
Yeah. So to right there, and that goes up. Okay.
That's vertical.
Yep. And looking, so the daylight has basically ended once you kind of get into this room, right? It's glowing back at the steps there, but it's not really lighting much at the end of this room. But since you all have dark vision and are able to get over there and kind of squeeze into this little area, again, about a couple feet wide, and look up, it looks like it maybe goes up 25, 30 feet, just vertically up. And
You guys want to pinch the wall?
perhaps
Climb
open
up?
it up.
Uh-huh.
It is just big enough to try that if you wanted to. Even the largest of you could potentially do that. Obviously, it's going to be easier for
I'm not going to be forced
a halfling
to
to
go up.
traverse this. But
Okay.
I think you should go first because you probably got athletics, and that would
I
be something
have-
that you would do as a monk.
Let's do it. I'm gonna climb.
Alrighty.
And you also have advantage on initiative.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to climb up the chimney.
all right. Then what I need you to do is I don't have my my cave music on. I just realized.
Alright.
First of all, what I need me to do is find the right page. Oh yeah, here we go. Just a second here. This does not sound like cave music. This will be more cavey.
Ah!
Okay, so what I need you to do is make an athletics check.
Okay. I rolled a 20-sided dice.
Yep.
Athletics or acrobatics?
It's athletics. It's climbing.
So 11 plus 5, 16.
16. Okay. That succeeds, and you. So that gets you slowly. At the same time, make a stealth check too. How quietly are you doing this?
I'm 197.
Natural one.
Natural 1, so 4.
4. Okay.
Super
Oh,
not
one thing I forgot to
not
tell you.
stealthy.
I forgot to mention this. At the base of this shaft or chimney or whatever we're going to call it, there's not just rock spilled out from where like parts of it have collapsed and tumbled down and spilled out into the floor. There's actually like refuse that's been apparently thrown down from above.
Oh, it's a toilet.
So
Terrific.
not that.
Okay.
But
It's like a garbage chute.
a little
Sure.
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garbage chute.
Yep. So okay. So you some of the wall kind of gives way a little bit as you do this, but you catch yourself. You keep moving up,
Mm-hmm.
but there's the noise of falling rocks and stuff through this chimney as you climb it. You can see now you're about halfway up.
Okay. So do I keep going?
Yep. Another athletics roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you gotta keep trying.
11.
What happens if you like? slip
11.
some
Okay,
legs?
it's not quite as
That's a 6
easy
right
at this top part of it, but you do manage to make your way up, pressing against the walls, hands and feet, and you get up to the top. And let me tell you what you see.
Tons of goblins.
It's a whole army.
One man army.
Ori guys, I got it.
Got him right where we want him.
Isn't 100 experience points to a level?
No, it's more than that.
Oh.
Once you get higher, it's like thousands of experience points to get to a level.
Why just like one level?
It's like three. I think it's
Then
three,
I can.
I
Then I
think it's
can actually.
300 for the first level.
Then I could actually attack twice.
No, you can't attack twice till
Now
level
I
5.
can with Kai.
Key.
Okay.
Hi. I can.
High points.
High points.
As you get up into this room,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move that out for right now.
He's got 300 feet dark vision, whatever that means.
Is it really that far?
300 feet.
Yes, it's really that far.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
The Twilight Cleric is not a joke with dark vision.
Thank you, Twilight Cleric.
Thank you. You still have not healed me though.
You don't need
Because
it.
that takes a spell slot and I'm.
Oh boy, easy like everything.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Let
So,
me die.
keep in mind some of this has line of sight issues.
Yes.
Stalagmite, but seeing in here
Okay.
a little bit as your head pokes up there and you see this room. Let me get to the description real quick.
Definitely goblins.
Sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of this large cave. At your end, the west end, the floor slopes down toward you into this narrow opening, this shaft that you are coming up out of. A larger opening leads north. You can't see what's beyond it necessarily, but you can just tell that there's an opening there. And you can hear, so the sound, the ambient sound of running water that you've come out of has been replaced with a roar of rushing water.
Oh.
Okay, so that noise probably helped.
So the noise up here, it's very loud.
So they probably wouldn't have heard the sliding rock when you.
Well, you don't know this,
It was
but you know,
I know this.
yeah, it is extremely loud
Okay.
up here, from not in this room, but just from beyond the opening here that you see on that north side.
Yeah.
There's coming through that opening is a sound of rushing water much louder than what you've come out of down there. And in the middle of the cavern, visible to you from where you are, you see that there are the smoldering coals of a large fire there. And also in this room, you see...
Here we go. Goblins galore.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple goblins there. I need to borrow a wolf. There's a wolf right here chewing. Well, actually, he's probably over like here, just laying right here, chewing a bone. And right here, going through some of the effects there. Now this is another character I don't have a mini for, but that's an orc right there, but that is not what you see. What you see is what you recognize as a bugbear. And if you don't know what a bugbear looks like, let me...
This may not have been the best room to enter.
Yes, it is.
Well, they haven't seen us. We can back out. We can go the other way.
Or we could drop a rope.
This is what you
Oh, I
see.
got rope.
He
Oh.
looks nasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like he has a lower intelligence score than Mr.
Is it
Failing
dark in
my
here?
religion checks here.
There's a little bit of light from the coals, but it is what you're seeing is This room is not lit by
Okay.
anything other than the smoldering coals, so it's a dark room other than that, so you're seeing in dim light
It's
essentially
about to be
right now.
lit.
Does that mean do they have night vision as well?
You're a do you know that? Make a nature check.
A nature check.
Make a nature check.
A nature check.
That's 4. That's sad. 4 plus what is that?
It's an intelligence-based
It
stat.
says it was just.
Minus 3.
Well, wait a minute. Are you asking about the goblins or the bugbear?
I'm asking about all of them.
The goblins you know do.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
I'm asking about the bugbear.
Okay. It seems safe to assume that it does since there's no natural lighting in here.
Okay. Even though there was a fire.
There was a fire, but it's not really lighting the whole room right now. And he appears to be going through these things as though he can see what he's doing. But there's really not enough light if you don't have dark vision.
Okay. All right.
For the sake of this room, are these guys like looking into the room?
They're kind of stationed. They're just they are. Their level of alertness looks pathetic right now. One of them's picking its nose, and
The other one's
they're
leaning
just
on a stand.
they just get the sense that they're just following orders. They're there, but they're just kind of doing whatever. So they're looking more into this room than they are out of the room, but they're just kind of.
Okay.
You know.
So am I still just peeking my head up over
At
the...
this point, it's like you've climbed up and you've just gotten up to the point, and where you come up, the floor kind of slopes up from you, and then levels out, and so you can see just over that slope. You get up high enough where you can see this bugbear and the wolf on the other side, and you see a couple goblins stationed where this opening is.
So do you think I should come up and tie rope onto the stalagmite and send it down?
Well, right now, keep in mind.
That's probably a big.
Keep in mind. You don't have the ability to talk to them right now where you are. You've gone individually up this narrow shaft that is only wide enough for one person. So if you want to talk with them and tell them what you've seen, you're going to have to go back down.
Can I tie a rope to the stalagmite and go back down?
If you want to climb the rest of the way up and kind of crawl over there and try to do something like that, you can.
Does the rope give an advantage to climbing up the shaft?
If you were to do that, I would say that everyone could make it up the shaft without rolling checks.
Oh.
In terms of the athletics rolls, that doesn't mean that has nothing to do with your stealth rolls.
It will not make us any stealthier.
But it's super loud.
Will not make
so
yours
it's-
stealthy.
so
Actually, what I
stealth
would do is probably give you advantage on your athletics checks. Is what I would do with the rope. You'd still have to. It's still climbing, so you'd be able to roll with advantage, but you'd have to roll with stealth. And given that you're able to hold onto a rope, I'd probably give you advantage on that too.
Okay.
So yes, it would help if you were able to do that.
Okay. Shoot. And I can't talk to my group.
Nope. No help for you. Instead, I'm going to ask you why chainmail.
So, what would it? So if I went back down, I would have to roll back up.
To go down, I would not make you roll. To go up, you would have to.
I'd have to roll
climbing
again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for tying the rope on this stalagmite.
Okay. All right. So with your last climb roll, I got you up into the room. So I'll just say, you stopped and you saw this. This is everything that's taken minutes to describe was like that in game time, right?
Yeah.
So for our purposes, with that last roll, you can be up and on the level of this room now, not just your head poking up. So you're right there.
Okay.
So the bugbear seems preoccupied. The goblins are just doing goblin things right there, not paying much attention. For right now, you get no sense that anything knows that you're there. Even the wolf is just sitting there chewing on a bone and not paying much attention to anything else.
So.
And you definitely you have some level of cover right now from everything in the room, mostly from the goblins, I would say, because of their position, the way that wall comes in, and then the stalagmite being right there.
Yeah.
you're not quite as covered from the bugbear's vantage point. However, its back is to you.
And
So,
it's going through stuff.
It's kind of rifling through some stuff
It's
over there.
busy doing
So I'm gonna reach into my pack. I'm gonna pull out my rope.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tie a loop on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it over the stalagmite.
Okay. You're just gonna kind of stand up behind the stalagmite and just kind of from behind it try to drop the rope over it.
I'm gonna try to.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
Oh,
roll
no.
so badly on these. Oh baby, yes. That's 19.
Okay.
Good for you.
Whew.
Good for you.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
If they hear that, man, they're not just slacking. They're top priority.
So just to let you know what I'm doing right now mechanically, so you understand the kind of the rules and what you're up against. So you are rolling against their passive perception, like
Okay,
what I asked
sure.
from you guys earlier,
Mhm.
because they're not looking for anything right now. There's no expectation on their part.
Right.
So just their passive, their situational awareness.
Gotcha.
And as you slip the rope over the top of this stalagmite, you get the sense that nobody noticed a thing.
Yes. And down the rope goes.
So you all see, whoever's next in line down there, you see a rope drop down at the bottom of this shaft.
That'd be you.
Good.
Do you want to climb next?
Sure.
Okay, is that what you're gonna do? So you've not heard anything, just down comes a rope.
But we all know we're trying to be stealthy, so I mean, like, we all are trying to be stealthy going up the road.
Can I lean over the edge and whisper as they're coming up?
It's gonna be loud.
Lots of, well, to be loud enough for them to hear, you've got to get over the din of the water.
And also, just as like,
And you're
since
in
the
the
only
you're
one
in the room with them.
You want to be the one, like, you want to keep a watch out. That's
Okay. Okay. No, I'm gonna keep a watch out then.
Okay. You're gonna climb up. So athletics with advantage, and I'm only gonna make you do one roll because of the rope as well.
Oh
You got 9.
9 with advantage. Okay. So you
You are clanking.
No, that wasn't for stealth. That was not stealth.
just
trying to get up the rope.
Okay. So you start to climb your way up a little bit, and your hands slip on the. Actually, hold on. No. Actually, there's actually a rule in this right now. So
what?
they gave.
Take damage. You're gonna take damage.
There are
Fall
rules in
damage.
this specifically, with depending on what the results were. So.
Wow.
Okay,
She's even like proficient in the skill.
with a
and
9, you do not fall. You just start up, and you just are having trouble. Maybe it's your size. Maybe it's just your hands are wet.
Can
or
she get
whatever.
up just a little bit, and I can like go underneath and like try to push her up a little bit?
We can try that in a second, but in the meantime, I need to see how quiet you were being while you were first starting to struggle here.
And this is stealth, so straight roll. Can you roll any worse?
9.
9.
No, 6.
It's also with disadvantage because of your chainmail.
No, which they said it. No, it's just
Oh no, I did say that. So it would be a straight roll. Yeah, that's right. You would get a straight roll.
Well, then that 20 right there, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so with the added or just straight?
No, it'd be added. So you had 8.
9.
No, wait, 6.
You had 2.
Yes.
8. 8.
Okay.
I'm glad we figured this out.
8.
8.
Okay.
I was thinking this, I don't know. It's fine.
Bad news is you make your chain as you're struggling to get up this rope. Your chain mail is jingling in the.
Sound
Yeah.
like a bell.
You are
Good news is you don't fall. Also, the good news is, to some degree, they're probably used to hearing the sound of chains at some level, because there are 3 chained up wolves, as far as they know, in this room. So you make this, you pause, your heart just starts pounding in your chest, and you wait. You hear this? Yeah.
You're freaking nuts.
That's not my dice.
Tempi, you hear this
Yes.
from the shaft, and you're just like, oh, and you're looking, you're waiting, and
Crouched behind this
You witness.
hoping.
No, you hear and see no response from them
Okay.
right now. And you can tell, too, you hear it on one level because you're right above this shaft. You also know that, particularly for the goblins right now, there's so much water noise from whatever's on the other side of this.
They can't hear.
You're not really surprised that nothing happened up there. You don't see this, of course. You just know that you stop, you wait 30 seconds, nothing happens. So you decide to give it another go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go underneath though and try to push up.
Okay, so you can do this. Well, you already had advantage.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, what's your strength modifier?
It's like +1.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had a lower strength than that.
No, I roll all pluses on every single.
Oh, okay. So you can roll with advantage and add his modifier.
All right.
And athletics.
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 With
Roll
advantage.
again.
Okay. So. Well, not 19.
19. Easy enough. You make it up. Now let's see how quiet you are as you come out of this shaft into the room.
Oh. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Oh. 12.
Oh. Okay, that's
It's
not
not the worst.
horrible. It's not 1.
Mhm.
At least we're both up there together.
Right? You're there together. You're being friendos. When I get my arms up like this, I just go like this too.
I'm like,
Okay.
I should be on up second.
Then what would have happened?
I would have been clanking around.
Okay.
At least we got the clanking over with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they both get attacked, there's no one else there.
At this point, you haven't really necessarily seen anything as you're trying to just get up and scramble. You don't know what's up there. But as you get up and climb it, you see that bugbear is down there, and you can see the wolf as you're kind of staying, and you see Tempi kind of ducked behind a.
Yeah, did you hear me going like when I get up and my arms are like this? I just give him a thumbs up with a smile.
Oh, yeah. And so you kind of slip up there, and your foot, your armor doesn't betray you here on this, but your foot slips a little bit, and a little bit of rock spills down the shaft, down towards whoever's down below, and you see from the darkness, and you're kind of hidden from behind this stalagmite now, and kind of looking just past it. You see this wolf over here put its head up and drop the bone out of its mouth, and it starts growling. And the bugbear looks over at the wolf and says, "Shut up, Ripper!"
I like that the wolf has a name.
And the wolf kind of whines a little bit, but it gets up on all fours and stands up and is looking over there and kind of putting its nose to the air right now.
Okay.
I don't like that. Am I out, Irmis?
You're up kind of on your knees behind that stalagmite. Yeah, you could have moved around a little bit, and so you're.
You could have probably snuck back here and give some space for more people.
Yeah.
Climb up.
And so what you get the sense of is that this wolf heard something, has not seen something, but it is now alert and its nose is up, and it's now using its sense of smell to try to figure out something. You down below don't know this. Are one of you
Yeah.
following up behind?
You are.
I would kind of be watching up the shaft just to see her climb out of it.
Or wait,
So then probably
or should I go
following
next because
afterwards.
I am sneaky?
You haven't been sneaky all night.
Yes.
You two over here.
Well, it depends on what you're thinking in terms of because of your health right now. Are you wanting to go up next, or would you want someone else who's?
Yeah, no, you should probably go up next. I can go up later.
Thanks, JR.
Okay.
So you're going next?
I guess as long as there's no sign of
Okay, so at this point, all you're aware of is that she has made it out of the shaft.
All right. I'll turn around and say I'll pull on the rope for you to come up.
All right. I can do
Okay.
that.
Go ahead, athletics with advantage.
9 and 9. 10.
10?
I will have +1 to strength.
10 is just enough.
Do I need stealth?
10 is what you needed, so now give me a stealth
Make
roll.
it up.
12.
You have advantage.
23.
Okay.
You are quiet.
Now here's my question. What have you done? Where have you moved as you've...
I've moved, so I'm not like in view of them, but I'm like trying to make
So
space
you've
for
kind of
another,
pivoted around
Yeah.
Okay.
enough space for another person at least.
Okay. You can see that one more person coming up out of this shaft, whoever comes next, is not going to be able to slip behind that stalagmite at this point. Okay? So, you come up, you're able to climb up, and you're quiet as you go. And as you get up, I don't know if you're able to peek around or not, the wolf has moved over to here.
Oh.
And he's standing behind the bugbear right now, nose to the air again. And as you come up, and you're looking, and you with your dark vision are looking into this room, you kind of sneak up, and you're climbing up the rope, and you look to your left, and you see both of them, Nakiasha kind of crouched behind the stalagmite, and Tempi kind of tucked away in this little alcove right there.
Mm.
And you get up and you see them first, and you start to look around, and you see the bugbear, and right behind it you see a wolf whose eyes are looking right at you. I need initiative rolled.
I am down a shaft. I
You
don't
are.
think-
Yeah.
You are.
I'll still roll though. Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a 6. If it's a 9, it would be this. The dot will be on
Nice.
that.
I don't have to use my initiative.
Oh, you have advantage.
got-
You could get a natural 20 though. Might as well try. Did you get something good?
Okay.
I got a 10, but I am down a shaft, which is.
That makes more sense
I
though.
have
Yeah.
two
It's like I am
different
in a
initiatives
hole.
to roll
I
here, so-
really suck at initiative right now. That's all I gotta say.
I'm in a hole, man. Like, there's not a lot.
We got a plan. It's gonna be fine.
Oh no! Does it
Alrighty.
have to do with acid?
That would be on script.
What doesn't have to do with acid?
Literally anything. You could seduce a door, and that would have nothing to do with acid.
I see no
How
doors.
do you seduce a door?
Don't answer that.
And whatever you do, don't
Please
search
keep
it
that
on
one-
Google.
for
Don't
that
one
Google
unanswered.
it.
For the love, don't answer that.
Works best with druids.
Who's gonna be a druid?
So
Then you were
close.
not.
I think
So
this is a
no-
better match for the party though.
No door
nice to give everyone
seducing
dark
for
vision.
you.
Oh, that was
Nope.
slick.
Unless.
Otherwise, I'd be
Do
up
you have a
here
good nature
Blind.
score?
fumbling around and run into the bugbear.
Okay, I need your
No.
initiative rolls.
22.
22?
How's your like charisma?
20.
Yeah, no. He would not be a good door seducer.
Okay. Claremont?
Initiative?
Yep.
10.
10. Okay. From the bottom of the chimney.
Makes
From the
sense.
bottom of the chimney.
12.
Oh, and I'm waiting for you to yank on the thing.
Yeah.
I
As I come up though, I would like, because I see them lock eyes, I would just, I'm assuming I can get onto the ledge standing at this point.
You see the wolf lock eyes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Nothing
So,
else
yeah.
has moved.
Yeah, as you're kind of climbing out, you get up there, and it's kind of looking at you as you, whether you are aware of this or not, you're climbing up, and it sees the movement at this point, but you get up kind of on your knees up to the top there, and as you're kind of scanning the area, you look over there, and there's the wolf
I'm just gonna
looking
pull
right
the
at you.
rope quick and then I'm gonna like basically go to my action.
Okay, all right, so initiative means at this point, so Tempi, you are up. You have the high roll in initiative, and Haldrid, you're on deck.
Okay.
So I think from your vantage point, you probably can see the wolf. And while that you've got a stalagmite, like you're here, stalagmite, and then Haldrid here, you can see where the wolf's eyes are looking, and you imagine the wolf has spotted him.
Yep. So I have to do something about the wolf. Are these 10 or
10.
10?
It's 20 feet away.
20.
No, 5. Sorry, it's 5. 5, 10, 15. These are 5 feet, sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's 20 feet away.
Okay, so
Gonna stick him with one of your little.
I throw a
Okay,
dart.
since we all have dark vision, do we still have like disadvantage on all attacks? Is that what it is?
You know, I'm not going to roll it that way because everybody has dark vision here.
If
And
everyone
so
has
to me, it's
disadvantage,
just, it all cancels out.
If everybody has disadvantage, nobody does.
Exactly. It's just,
Okay.
it's just canceling out sides of the equations and everyone just attacks.
But it would affect the. It'll just be everybody missing, basically.
Yeah, so we're not going to mess with that.
Yeah, that would be a struggle bus.
I think
What?
let's throw darts at the wolf, right?
I mean, you
Well,
can do that
you
on
can-
move. At this point,
or
as soon
you
as
can-
we
you
attack,
can rush in.
everything is already going to give away at that point. So
Oh. Okay.
it's kind of like
So
You
I
could-
can't
you
I
could
can't
throw a dart if
stealthy
you-
I can't stealthily fight
kill.
it.
You're not going to stealthily kill the wolf. No.
Okay.
I mean, you. Yeah, no. You could try.
Then I'm gonna have to. Then I'm moving in and doing my shtick with my shtick.
Okay.
What was the dog's name again?
The dog?
The
Oh.
wolf's name. What did he say?
Ripper.
Ripper.
Not that I knew this.
Shut up, Ripper.
I like to think that you run to him and be like, "Yeah, shut up, Ripper."
Just attack him. Oh, but the poor
Wait.
dog.
So the only thing that is. Okay. So can I?
You're
battle
out.
time,
You
isn't
move. You
Okay.
can attack.
I'm moving in then
Okay.
at
It's-
35.
Yeah, you kind of have to squeeze through that, but it's fine.
I'm
You,
skinny.
yeah, you get up there and
No, you're a Dragonborn, so probably not.
Oh.
Good thing you can move through allies.
you gotta find minis. I gotta find minis for this and paint them up.
So then I'm gonna attack the wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the wolf
With the quarterstaff, yeah.
with the quarterstaff,
Versatile?
double-handed.
That's what he said.
Why?
You hit.
Just for funsies?
If you-
Just an 8.
Yeah.
Wow. I was
You
not
plus
up
five.
at that.
9 plus 5, 14.
14 hits.
I just woke up at 5.
A solid
I
1
was
plus
chilling.
3 is
Uh,
4.
Four
4
points of damage.
points
Alright.
of damage.
All right. Ripper yelps a little bit. When you hit it
Just
with
for the
it,
morning.
it kind of dodges a little bit, and you can just kind of hit it on its back with the thing, and it yelps, and the bugbear turns around, what the, and sees you right there, just having hit
That's
his
me.
wolf.
I'm back.
Yes, you are next.
So I'll kind of like. Well, so I was on my knees, essentially climbing up.
And obviously the goblins see you rush
Yeah.
in there.
So
too,
I would step
they-
up and move into this area here. Probably move over to because I want space for people to get out. So I'll move like tuck into this wall here,
Okay.
and then I'll start to cast a spell, and I'm going to burn a sorcerer point to twin the spell,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt and just launch it, and then it's going to go one towards the bugbear and one towards one of the goblins.
Okay.
So the way Chaos Bolt works, it's a little interesting spell. I get 2d8s and 1d6 if I hit. So I've got to make an attack roll.
Okay. Spell attack roll.
So spell attack roll versus the bugbear right now.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not very good. 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, and then attack roll versus the goblin. 20.
That will hit.
Okay. So I have 2d8s and a d6.
Okay.
The d8 that determines the damage type is the green one here. So whatever I roll is going to determine the damage type.
Okay.
So it's a 2. That means it is cold damage. And I rolled literally the worst possible here. So 5, 6 damage.
6 damage.
Like it couldn't have been worse roll
To the goblin.
to the goblin.
If we had done one more one, it would have died.
Okay. Do you
So close.
what what one are you hitting? Just tell me which one so I know, okay? Alright.
I only would have died otherwise. Stupid roll here. That's
Okay, so you release, this is like a bolt similar to like a missile, a magic missile or something, or
Chaos
just
bolt, yeah.
chaos,
So it's
whatever.
It's a little bit more like chaotic than a missile, I would think. Like sparkling energy. Maybe.
Alright, this crackling energy bolt, two of them, shoot out from one from each hand.
It's a warbling mass of chaotic energy.
So it's like a firework that, you know, it's as it goes, and it just slips by the bugbear. He just kind of turns to the side and sees it coming and looks confused, but seems to be happy that it missed. But one of the goblins takes it right in the chest and is not looking good.
Smells burnt.
All right.
Not looking so hot.
Is that your turn?
Back behind the.
So I was like right here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I would go back to the corner.
Okay, rush for cover.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us
I don't have any
to
armor.
our friendly bugbear, who is not happy that his wolf has just been
And it would have been
attacked.
better if I hit him.
You know, life is rough.
And he turns. Well, he's already turned and looked, and he looks at you, and he move him up to engage. You attacked my wolf!
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Does he care? No, he does not. I wouldn't
15
care.
on my class.
Oh, that's not a good face. It looks like he's doing math.
No. I'm looking at. I just rolled terribly, just terrible. But I was seeing if it has a multi-attack, and it doesn't. So it swings. It's just in a rage over its wolf being attacked, and it just swings and miss because of that. So, and you're able to just parry it. Already is going kind of to the side, and you knock it away with. Wait a second. What
Staff.
class are you? A staff. Yeah. So you just actually parry it away
There it is.
with your
That's
with your
super
quarter
dexterous.
staff. Yep.
Yeah.
Athletic.
So dexterous.
All right, and
And acrobatic.
it's just staring you down in your face, even as it just looks furious. The goblins are next, and the one, boy, the one that is on that furthest from me, yeah, slip him in behind Tempi.
Oh, that's not nice.
That is not dope.
That's not nice at all. Kick it in the back, like dumb goblin.
Yeah, he gets advantage on the attack.
So that is a, give me 1 second. Yeah, so that is a 13.
15 armor class.
15 armor class? Okay, this is. The other one. Yeah, it's gonna go after you two. You're the obvious target. It's just gonna slip into the side there between the fire pit and the other
Surrounded.
goblin.
Maybe I shouldn't have moved away.
It's all good.
Literally, he
I
is
have-
our literal Talios.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
You all are gonna love this one.
Okay.
Drop the staff, fist of fury.
And it connects with its scimitar, and you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's the goblin's turn, which brings us to Ripper and Nakiasha have the same
14 dex?
initiative.
Wolf probably has more dex, I would guess.
Yeah, so you're +2
Yeah.
with a 14 dex.
Yeah.
Ripper has a 15 dex. So
Ripper,
Ripper is going,
shut up, Ripper.
and Ripper is going to go after his attacker.
No.
Oh no.
It's like me with the dogs at work. Hit you with a broom.
So it snaps at you
Oh my
with
gosh,
its
I know,
snout,
I would not
and
like
because
to hit
it's
with a broom.
technically flanking, it's advantage. That's it's going to hit because that was a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allergic to both. Mind. What other pet? I have
Don't do 6 damage.
Okay.
a crested gecko.
You can't do
Messina
6 damage.
and
It's only 4 dice.
Uh-oh.
What
He's rolling
Why are
multiple
there
dice.
more dice in your hand?
Not 6?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
The plan and everything.
Okay,
I'm
so
glad you had a plan. We don't care.
that is.
James
You
better
take
Uh-oh.
8 points of
Uh-oh,
damage.
he's down.
I'm down. Down to what?
Okay, also.
0.
Yeah, okay, so yeah,
Big goose egg.
yeah. So it jumps up and just kind of grabs you right here.
Throat.
And yeah, and so you just topple as it and it lands on you and you're down.
Going.
Okay.
But luckily there's no other enemies right now, so it should be...
Okay, so you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to him.
He's like right here, so you're probably moving here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your wounds.
Cure wounds. I touch him with. I just have to touch him, so I can just
Okay.
touch him like with a foot or something. And
Just kick him
It's
a
a
little
D8
bit.
plus your modifier?
Yeah, 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability.
Plus 4, so it's plus 4. This would be good.
Okay.
You could get him back to full.
Or I could roll.
Yeah, don't
Thanks
roll-
for
don't roll
jinking.
one.
Thanks for jinking.
7.
you
Seven.
got
Seven.
it.
All right. So you go down and no, you're still down.
Oh.
You're
Okay.
still
On the
down.
ground.
Yeah, so you go down and you just feel everything goes dark.
Just cross out.
And you're not even aware of hitting the floor. But then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, your eyes pop open and you feel this burst of energy in you, like the attack that you just took didn't even happen. But you're on the ground, you're prone, and you see Nakiasha kneeling over you with her hand on your chest, and you know that you've just been
Back to
healed.
10.
Okay,
But I'm prone.
You really get up, though. It only costs movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much movement?
all right,
A lot.
15 for you.
and that brings us to Clarimond.
I'm still
Climb the rope.
down the
Now
whole rope.
you are down there, and you can hear, because the sound of the stream is back behind you in this room. You can hear all these sounds of battle that all of a sudden started. You hear them coming down.
Also, I yanked on the rope like right before I...
Was that a
Oh yeah.
signal?
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm going to
Climb.
climb.
And
Do I need
stealth
to
doesn't even matter.
Nope.
make
Since
it-
you
Yeah.
can probably hear fighting.
Yeah, do I need to make a-
athletics check with advantage,
Oh, fantastic.
and we don't even care about stealth at this point.
Something better. Nope. You have a minus, right? Oh no.
So I got a 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Good luck.
You're like climbing up the rope, and then you got
Listen, I
you got off the ground and fell.
I think this is not good. Let me look. Yeah, so you make it up about 10 feet, and then your hands slip, and you fall down to the bottom. Roll a d6.
Oh, you take
You
damage.
better hope you roll.
You don't die. Okay,
She
well,
got
You
Good.
take 1 point of damage on the fall.
one.
that would be bad if you took 6 damage and died down there. We wouldn't even know.
You just died.
Okay.
I'm not doing so hot.
I mean, no one is apparently.
that I'm afraid is your turn for this.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I fell down a
Back
shaft.
back to me, right?
Yeah, because you would have fallen down. Well, let's see. It'd probably be impossible to be prone in this. So, yeah, you climb up about 10 feet, and then your hands slip, and you drop down, and you fall down and kind of crack your head against the back of the wall. That's where your point of damage comes from, and you kind of
And my-
steel yourself to try to climb back up, but that'll be next round. So
Yep.
that brings us to the top. So Tempi, then Haldrid.
Yeah, get him.
Okay. So
So the way this works is half your movement to stand up.
half my movement to
Which
stand up.
probably you don't
That's a
want to
lot
move
of-
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you move, you're going to take a bunch of opportunity attacks, so you're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bunch
If
of
you move
opportunity.
out of that space,
Yeah.
they will all get a swing at you as you move. Just like before, when
Like
the
out
one
here,
when the
yeah.
goblin took off,
Uh-huh.
that you got a swing at it. They would get that at you as well if you leave the melee area
Okay.
where you're engaged.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my lightning breath. Towards the bugaboo and hopefully also including the wolf.
Let me give you a tactical suggestion here, okay?
Okay.
That is not what it's
Just
called.
for your consideration. You're gonna attack which?
I was gonna go this way.
Towards the bugbear.
Yeah.
All right.
towards the
I can't
bugbear.
remember.
Lightning bolt moves in a straight line and
Yeah.
can hit multiple targets.
Right.
So these two are both engaged with you.
Yep.
Everything.
This one, if you pivot to right here,
This should
Right.
be.
But I can't
This
move
one-
though.
you can't move out of the melee space. Well, that's true because the
The
bugbear gets
bugbear
an
would get
attack.
attack. I don't think
That's
you
the
wanna move
problem.
at all,
That's
yeah.
the. I was just saying if you could line up two of them, that would be advantageous.
What is
but
your
you probably
breath? Do you have
can't.
2d6?
so.
Is that what it is? What is your breath?
I don't know.
Do you mean
I think it's
spell
2d6.
It's 2 or 3. I think it's 2.
I don't think it's 3.
See, I know like 3 different kinds of weapons. They're all various pokies. This, well, it was going to be a dragon, but I cannot draw dragons. That's a face. That's
I think you
specifically
wrote it down.
who's
Did you do
Claremont.
it? Over here? Or no?
No, I
It
just
was-
wrote
it
5
was
by
supposed to
30,
be
so it's
dragon.
5 by
just terrible.
space by 30.
2d6 damage.
Yeah.
It sparks joy.
But it's a dex save though, right? Yeah. They have to make a dex save.
Yeah.
So basically you're putting it
No,
at
it's
the
one of my
bugbear.
marbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
It's a
I
little
mean,
big.
the wolf was.
It's a straight
On
line.
top
You're
of
not going to
There's
build it.
it's a different picture than this. Like these are.
Well,
all
hold on. That's a good point because you went down and
Yeah,
the
I
wolf
went down.
and the
was
wolf
on
was
top
on
of
top of you. So I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a d6. When you got up, so you came over and healed, and when you got up, here's 2 scenarios. You're a little more right here, and the wolf is there,
Yeah.
or the wolf kind of sprawled this way, and you're here.
Okay.
If it's the first one, you can get both of them. 1 to 3, you have both of them in a line. 4 to 6, it's like this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you don't have a line. The wolf kind of
Okay.
rolled off over here.
Bugbear it is then.
Bugaboo.
So dex save.
The bugaboo?
Bugbear.
Dex save for the bugbear. There is no way a 3 plus its dex is going to do that. So roll 2d6, and it will take full damage.
Are you giving him the crack dice?
My dice.
Why is his crack?
5.
Because his dice.
5 points of damage.
5 points of
Is-
damage.
All right.
Man, that's
Played
hoping for a little point.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of like my roll.
Crackling bolt of lightning hits it in its side, and it kind of reels from the pain, but it still looks like it's
I'm
up
up
and
again?
ready to do some damage.
Up again.
Okay, so yeah, assuming you're staying put, Tempi, then Haldrid is up.
I'm gonna kind of move. I just want to get to a point where I can see. Can I see them both through this like crack here?
What both?
The wolf and this guy.
Yeah, over the goblins, that's easy enough.
I'm gonna run the same strat.
Okay.
Burning my second sorcery point to twin the spell, and I will make an attack roll against the wolf this time. And the
What is it that gives you these sorcery points again at this level?
It is a meta magic at that feat.
Okay.
I have 2 sorcery points. I burnt one, now I'm burning a second one.
Okay.
So that's it for me after this. And I'm also burning both my spell slots. It's a better hit.
Yeah, because you can't
Let's roll the wolf first.
do
Okay.
anything.
15. To hit.
Oh, to hit? I'm sure that's going to hit. Let me look real quick.
This is no one watching.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, and then rolling to hit the bugbear now.
How much is like the
Natural
average?
20.
Natural 20. All right.
Okay, so let's roll wolf
Maybe
first.
not.
Okay.
Okay, so same deal with the dice. I roll, and then the green dice is the damage type.
What?
There's like 100 or something.
Oh wow, that's a big roll. 6, 11,
Told my friend
19
and they
damage,
were like,
and it's thunder damage to the wolf.
Thunder damage?
19
Are they
thunder
watching?
damage to the wolf.
No.
Okay, so
Because they have.
Uh, thunder damage isn't like explosive concussion, right? It's more.
Yeah.
No, it would. I think thunder damage is like the loud
Okay.
explosive
All right,
damage.
well,
Probably not
whatever
what
it
was.
is,
Loads.
whatever it is, because I don't think thunder damage. I've ruled it sometimes where remember when the kobolds all got thrown against the wall or
Yeah.
something, and I don't think that was quite right the way it works.
Yeah, no. Clear.
Either way,
Was that what the spell Thunderwave?
it was shatter.
Shatter's thunder
Shatter.
damage, right?
Yeah, when you use shatter when you were at that ruins where that ended up being a dungeon.
Yeah, it's just a loud. That was just a loud noise.
Yeah, I think it's more this piercing, loud noise. And at any rate, the wolf shrieks out in this hideous yelp, and just kind of does this spin in a circle in pain and agony and not knowing what to do, and then it just falls over into the fire pit. And,
Oh, good.
and it
Burn,
starts to, its
bad-
fur starts to smolder in the
Oh,
coals.
bad wolf.
All right, and then I rolled a natural 20 on the bugbear, so
Yeah.
it's double damage on this, right?
Double dice.
Double.
What's his name?
Do I roll the dice
You
twice?
roll all the dice
Can't
twice.
remember his name.
We might have to. Okay. Because this spell has an interesting effect with dice.
If you double them,
No, it's like if two of the dice match the same number, then the spell hops onto another. It like does it hops onto a different.
you tell me what happens.
Oh.
So
But he had to fall
it probably
on
works.
fire.
I would roll it just once and then twice, and then if either of them are doubled, then it would work like that. So first roll. 13 damage, and it's force damage to the bugbear. 13 force damage to the bugbear.
Okay, all right. So these bolts, crackling, sizzling bolts, just slam into it, and or it's just one bolt, right?
It should be one. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
doubling the dice.
Yep, yep. So this will still be force damage that it's taking now. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
not gonna change damage type just because you're doubling the damage.
Yeah. And then 11 damage.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So this missile, what is this called? Chaos
Chaos bolt.
bolt. Chaos bolt. It slams into its chest. It kind of streaks over the goblins' heads and slams into its chest, and it just kind of throws it back into all those supplies and stuff, and he just
Aw,
falls on his back amidst all those, and he looks like he is out.
Well done, glass cannon.
That was a nice spell.
Well done.
That was a nice spell.
Okay.
It helped that I rolled a natural 20.
All right. And he would have been next in initiative, but that ain't happening. So that brings us to the goblins, who are right up on you and see this happen. Let's see what they want to do at this point when they see that happen.
Probably.
Stab me in the back again.
Just do some nice little stabbing. Nice.
You're not
Yeah.
flanked anymore.
Not flanked anymore?
Well, that's nice. That's some progress.
Okay. So this one attacks. This one turns to flee.
Oh.
So then you
And
would get
because
opportunity on this one.
and because it's leaving your melee area, you get an attack of
Knock 'em out.
opportunity on it.
Well, isn't that the one
That's the
that
one that's
damage?
hurt,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it only takes one hit.
I just have to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
12
Should hit it.
plus
Plus
5 is 17.
That hits.
Knock him out.
And this one,
Yep.
Doink him.
7
Plus 3.
plus 3 is 10.
It drops like a sack of potatoes.
Sucker.
That is it. Okay, so then the other one is attacking you. No flank. That is a natural 20.
Uh-oh. Here comes the damage.
I'm not healing you again.
Okay, so double dice.
Not very nice.
Very nice.
Not,
Gotta save those.
Double dice plus the modifier.
Gotta be better.
So it slices at you with its scimitar, and you take 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Are you dead?
Nope.
Good
I'm not.
for you.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
You're still alive.
I got 2 hit points.
I'm still at the
You're just
bottom of
soaking
this
up the
hole.
damage.
That's what they call me, sponge.
Okay. That brings us to Ripper, who is no longer with us. So Nakiasha.
Alright, so I guess I'll attack the remaining enemy.
Okay.
With my warhammer.
Alright.
Why did
Just
the goblins have so many
absolutely
dice?
Smush it.
So,
15.
15.
That hits.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. 3?
3 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Killing these dogs.
Sorry.
Here we go
It
again.
kind of grazes,
Rope.
hits its arm and slams into it. And you're staying put, I assume, right there?
Yep.
Okay, so Clarimond.
Alright, I'm gonna try and climb up this Saints Forsaken hole.
Athletics check with advantage.
Nope. That's not gonna do it.
Okay, so I got a 6 again.
With a 6, you don't fall.
All right.
I rolled a
Yeah.
7 before, too.
Okay.
That's a
What?
9, right?
So
well, I have
but
a
she-
negative
she's-
1.
she's
Yeah,
got a
that's
negative
that is
one.
a 9.
8.
Oh, I got 8. Never mind. I got an 8.
same result.
Ooh.
Five and under, you fall and take damage. 6 to 9, you just can't make any real progress,
That was
which
rough
is your
time.
situation here. 10 and above, you make it. 10 and above is a success.
Dang.
And now you're-
So you start up, you get about 10 feet up, and you just kind of, oh, how did they do this?
Yeah.
I'm so old.
I'm old.
And I'm so cranky about this. It's like it's like out of the shaft. You kind of hear Yosemite Sam go, "Waggle, waggle, 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 waggle."
Yes.
Except that it's Clarimond the halfling doing that. So
And
it's
I'm
slightly
like,
different
I want a nap.
pitch.
I want a nap.
Yeah.
I want a nap, and I don't want you to speak to me.
All right, but you're making your way up the rope. You just kind of hit a wall, physically speaking. So that brings us back to the top with Tempi.
If
Okay.
Knock him out.
I'm going. I gotta attack. Oh,
Down.
this one. Okay. So
Hit. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
11, 16.
16 hits.
8.
8 points of damage.
8 points.
How does this last goblin meet its demise? What happens? What do we see?
I swing so hard because I died and came back in anger that my swing knocked its head clean off.
You're playing
and
baseball?
And it went down the shaft and hit Cora.
Clarimond.
Clarimond.
So your client, it's just t-ball practice. And
T-ball
you-
practice. Boom.
And you're stuck and you're just trying to catch your breath. And you're, all right, I'm gonna do this. And you start up the rope and you see this goblin head. You start
Hits you right in the face.
tumbling down, hits you right in the forehead, and then just kind of slips past your halfling stature and tumbles down at the bottom.
Oh wow! Alrighty.
What? Oh, okay.
Good finish.
Nice.
Hey, Mike, we're almost wrapping up here. We're close to the end. We're gonna wrap it up soon. So,
Alright. I would like to do some.
and welcome in, by the way.
I'd like to do some incoherent screaming. So someone will come get me.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say that I was cussing, but
Yeah.
incoherent screaming.
Yes. So easy enough for. Let me bring the music down to something a little more appropriate for battle being over.
Well, I mean, I just got hit in the face with a goblin head.
Yeah. So you hear this grumbling and complaining and general
No,
cussing.
I am
What?
yelling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you.
Well, not too loud because we wouldn't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to
That's
alert
right.
the rest of the.
All right, I'm
Well, the
quietly yollering
Yeah.
like a wet cat.
Yeah. So you hear a very unhappy hobbit rogue, halfling rogue, somewhere in the shaft, and you don't know what's happening here. So you're able to go over and kind of help pull on the rope and
We're gonna go help pull you up.
and come up. So
Oh,
um,
Hey there.
I'm gonna take the hilt of my little dagger and I'm just gonna bop all 3 of you on the head.
We can't reach your head.
I'm just gonna hit you like on your hand. Yeah, I can hit hands. I'm not gonna roll for the damage, but
We're
I'm
like,
just gonna hit you.
we're like, they heard you screaming and they just like all fell down.
Thanks, you saved us.
okay, so just real quick, what else you can see here besides supplies? It's not
Oh
much.
no, there's supplies.
I just want to show that I need this moved, the book. Just there's some stairs that go down into whatever room where there's some mad rushing of water. And that's the room that you have in front of you. And if you want to give it a quick search over or whatever,
I would.
we
Well,
can do
obviously
that
we
before we
prefer to
close
like,
it down.
yeah, but it would make more sense that we would want to make sure there's nothing coming from this entrance. To this
I'm
area.
going straight
Yeah.
to pilfering.
Okay. at this point, so you want to kind of go out there slowly and take a look.
Or just
and
take
see
an
what you
eye
see.
and make sure there's nothing like around this. More goblins around this area.
Okay, you look out, and let me describe rather than trying to move anything. Okay. So you see, let me just describe what you see. These stairs go down several feet. So this room is up above the level of the room to the north there. And you see a rocky floor, but you also see beyond that, just from as you just kind of crouch at the top of the steps, there's a rocky floor, just a stone floor, the cave floor, but then there's a whole big line of stones piled up, holding back. It looks like almost a pool has been made in that room. And you can see coming from this side, out of the wall, a waterfall is just rushing down into that. From your vantage point, you see one goblin standing at that rocky wall, just kind of picking up rocks and throwing them into the water. And it's loud. It's loud in this room. It's got to be deafening where it is just standing right by the waterfall. It seems totally oblivious to the fact that a battle just took place up here.
I mean, logically, we'd probably take care of him first, but for the sake of actually like getting something out of this.
Well, do you want? We can either. I don't think we're going to move into another battle at this point.
Yeah.
At 10:10. But so you can either have station someone to watch and kind of go through what's in this room if you want, or we can just call it good here. And if you want to take that tactic next time, that's how we would start.
I mean, we can just all surprise attack him and at the same time with a bow. And then
But there might be other bros.
it could be.
Yeah, you can't see. You can see that the room extends further that way than what you can see. You see one goblin from your vantage point right now. It could very well be more. The room looks much bigger than what you can see.
Well, for the sake of getting something out of this room, let's put someone on watch and let's try to get some loot.
Yeah.
All right.
And looting the body is truth.
Okay.
Body. Who's watching?
It is not me.
I
I am
can.
pilfering.
I can watch. I'll make too much noise.
Probably just like
wandering
on-
around
on
anyway.
Okay. So you. Who's watching?
Me.
Okay. So you're watching. There's a lot of items here, and it looks like a lot of items that have come. It's similar to like what you were transporting. There's a lot of supplies and stuff that are here, and you can see that they have. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Oh yeah, here we go. It's piles of sacks and crates. And most of them are marked with the image of a blue lion.
Blue lion.
A blue lion. And if any of you
I'm proficient.
if any of you want to make a history check to see if you have any idea what that is.
Sure,
Does anyone
I'll
have
do
good history? Yeah, I think you might have.
I've got
Okay,
it.
JR, thanks a lot. Thanks for hanging out.
I have a
Have a good
negative
night.
3.
I think
So
you
you're
should
probably
do it.
Is anybody proficient in history?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Just go ahead.
Yes, but
You
I'm
are?
on watch.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, you could still hear what's of what's going on and what is found. So, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Okay,
15.
Wait, am I supposed to actually roll? Okay.
you can
Roll.
roll.
13.
Tempi
13.
doesn't care about history. It's like
Okay.
history doesn't matter. History's for suckers.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, you.
I don't need to learn
None
stuff.
of
I
you
just
are.
need to hit
None
stuff.
of you are 100% sure. It might seem familiar, but you're not 100% sure. But obviously, it's from. There's some company or merchant or something that obviously uses this symbol, and a lot of stuff. Putting two and two together, it wouldn't surprise you. if this was all brought from an ambush at that same point that you guys came across as you were coming down the road. Also in this room, aside from all of these crates, and by the way, it would take, you could haul this out. It will take time. There would be room on your cart
Yeah, we're
for
not
this.
hauling this right now. Though.
No, I know that. I'm just saying that
Eventually, we
this
could come
isn't-
back.
this isn't the type of loot you could just carry out with you. You could carry some of it out, and then
Is there any like money?
there would be, I'll get to that. You would be able to haul this on your cart. There's room for this on your cart. It would just take time to get it there. Also, you find a chest kind of shoved in and amongst this stuff, kind of tucked away in a corner. And in the chest, you find 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces. You find 2 potions of a red liquid, which you all know to be potions of healing. And you also find a jade statuette of a frog, and it has tiny gold orbs for eyes. This is a small thing, like it would fit in a pocket or a small pouch.
What?
And I'll just tell you that you estimate its value at around 40 gold pieces. So
40 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
And other than
Anything on
that,
bodies?
it's all supplied. Oh, on the bodies, the goblins each have what I say before, 3 copper and 1 silver. I'm just gonna run it that way for all the goblins.
Okay, so we got 6 copper.
6 copper, 2 silver. Ripper had no possessions on him. Neither did
Haldrid or bug.
the bugbear.
Haldrid's
bugaboo?
worse, actually.
The bugaboo?
The bugbear. Bugbear didn't have anything?
No, not personally on him. He has that chest that you assume was.
Did he
his.
have any armor or weapon?
Yeah. So he had a morning star, is what he was attacking with,
That'd be interesting.
and he was wearing a hide armor, and he had a shield.
Shield. Does anyone else? I don't think anyone else uses a shield.
No.
Is it
just-
hide armor?
Hide armor.
What is that? That's not
Oh,
supposed-
it's like animal skin.
Yeah, it's.
No, I mean like
it's-
armor class wise.
Well, it might be the same as leather. Or it might be a little worse than leather. I can't remember for sure.
Hide armor. Is that even? It is. 12 plus dex mod. It's a medium armor.
Oh, that's nice.
But I don't think that's good for anybody.
Yeah.
Then a morning star is.
And it's like, it doesn't look like new armor in great condition, but it's.
a morning
it's-
star is worth 15 gold, so we might be able to sell that.
I'm gonna
yeah,
vote
a
we
new
will
one
leave
is.
it.
Yeah, so we might be able to get a little bit of money out of it.
Leave it in the pile, and we can come back for it later. But I would like some of the sparkles.
Later. We'll get to divide it up
Well,
at the
yeah, well,
end.
there's not really
I want
money
the
to.
sparkles.
It's
Give me them.
it's in the form of, well, there's like 600 copper and 110 silver, but there's the frog statue is the most valuable thing.
It's the sparkly.
You can have a few copper pieces.
You want to pocket the frog statuette?
Yes, very much I do. I am a criminal. Obviously. It's okay. I will take some of your copper pieces, and I will be content until you give me more sparkles later.
You know, we would be more sympathetic if you could get up the rope.
I am very old, and I've had a very long day.
I died.
Well, you're alive
So much happened.
now.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's end it there. Good first session.
Yay.
You guys enjoy it? Playing
Yeah.
playing a real game of D&D now?
No, that was fun.
Dying is fun.
Dying was fun.
See,
You got the
had
first death in
fun.
the first session.
You had fun dying. I did not have fun.
I call him our new Talios.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's 2.0.
That's right.
There you go.
He was rolling way too many dice over there. You're not allowed to roll that many dice again.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, or no one at all. Looks like we have a few people in. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us. We hope you had fun. We'll see you. We don't know when next
You
time
might switch
is.
it back to the main.
Maybe in a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I don't even need a reason to do that.
Nope, you're already on that one.
Here we are.
Wave to the nice people.
Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you next time. Maybe in a couple of weeks. We have to sort that out the next time we play, but we will resume the next time with the exploration of this goblin hideout of sorts.
Mine's Moria.
Or
I'm-
this.
Not quite as glorious.
Cragmaw.
Cragmaw hideout. That's right. I forgot that was right down there.
We know.
Yeah,
We know about it.
We
Yeah.
know.
it doesn't tell you anything.
No.
It doesn't tell you anything.
There's a
So,
lot of crag moths.
But the Google might.
Don't do that.
Oh, fine. I will not do that.
No cheating.
we already have one cheater over here.
Yeah.
I did this long before you even decided to do this.
I know.
Sorry, I
Did you
not...
get this far?
Yeah.
Did you really? I didn't think you guys played very far. So don't say anything now. I'll be interested. We'll talk privately. Yeah. So
That's okay. She was rolling 1s and 3s, so
It wasn't that bad.
between these two
She
over
healed
here.
you. She's
Well.
the only reason you're alive.
BB Pink, thanks for being in. We're glad you were here and glad you enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time, hopefully in a couple of weeks on a Thursday night. And until then, everybody, be good. We'll catch you later.
Adios.
See you later. Let me do all my stuff. Bye.